Welcome to our Monday night stream game. 2-5, $2,000 initial buy-in with an opportunity to match the stack. So if somebody doubles up right away, all the players will have an opportunity to match it up, so they can go up to wherever the largest stack is at the table. I am joined once again by
Kyle Frisbee. Great to be back with you, Dante.
Yeah. Feel like we're rotating weeks here a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's great to be back. I've been out of town for a couple of Mondays watching my beloved Eagles.
They have done well for you.
So
yeah,
glad to be back here in Austin watching poker and playing poker.
Good lineup.
We will start off. Yeah, we do have a full table. There's a couple players that went out there. They were actually playing at other games right now. They're moving over here one at a time. So I know we have Tillman, we have Uncle T, as he's belovedly known, and we also have Kevin, quite the killer.
Kevin
poker.
Is the killer.
So I can't wait to get see those guys in action. But we are going to start off with a bomb pot like we always do. Bomb pot, for those who don't know, is basically just it's PLO, no pre-flop action. Everybody antes up $10, and those antes will vary depending on the game size that you play. So that means everybody can see a flop. That means you can't put anybody on a hand.
Exactly.
So it's pretty easy though to figure out who has a good hand or not because they almost always bet it. So
it's a lottery pre-flop, and then skill comes in later. And Optimize has 100% already in equity. What does he have?
Well, he flopped the boat.
Oh yeah, he has a jack with a friend.
But James looks like he has an overpair there. But he can't feel very comfortable with just the kings and fours there on the top. He'll probably fold to any aggression, I would think. And I know a lot of people saying, "Well, Optimize keeps checking. He's doing this to he wants information to see someone has a better boat than he does."
Yeah.
And see, if there was a better boat, they would have bet it. So
absolutely,
he can feel pretty comfortable now betting this, and I would go right around pot, $200.
Yeah,
because he only gets one board, right?
He's going to go full pot.
Yeah.
I suspect he's going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, an overpair is not going to be able to call. In PLO, you just can't call with kings. Yeah. And then Rick there.
It's too easy for somebody to have a 4 or a queen here.
Rick actually had that. No, the 3 got counted.
And Optimize scoops it.
There he goes.
Which is part of the skill of bomb pots. A lot of people might value bet that and then get called and win $20.
Yeah, and then you're chopping.
Instead of 140 like Optimize there.
I did tell Optimize I would not tease him online about his Adidas gear, so I will not mention his Adidas pullover or whatever that is, 3/4 zip. I won't mention it at all.
I think he has a sponsorship.
Yeah.
It does seem to be his uniform.
Are you a brand? Speaking of brands. Speaking of notable brands, are there any brands that you're kind of gravitate towards, or like Nike?
Wow.
Or,
this is a good question. I have to say the short answer. Well, if there is one, it would be Lucchese boots.
Casey?
Cowboy boots. Yeah.
I never heard of those. Well, I don't.
Yeah, they're kind of like the
cowboy.
Louis Vuitton of cowboy boots.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like Louis Vuitton.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you're. I think I may have seen a couple pieces you have. There we go. Got top pair for James.
Want to quickly give a shout out to everybody who's in the chat now. I'll have an opportunity to read those here in a minute. Just got the chat up. Looks like someone's going to be in Dallas here. JT in 1968. Thanks, Poker Monkey, for joining. We see Frank, JTN.
Rick's got third pair. He's going to call.
Yeah, Rick's
some
really
help
hoping
on
to
the
get
river
2
here.
pair or trips here.
Doesn't come.
Now, Rick's the type of guy who could definitely barrel this. This does connect some cards there.
I used to have a culinary mushroom farm.
Check, check. Ace 10
Culinary
wins.
mushroom farm in Austin. I started.
Say that's pretty standard.
Just not part of it.
Yeah, if you're playing 8-4, you got to make a stab at it. Man. Your 4 can never be
Yeah.
Large
Yeah,
culinary.
you know it's no good.
There you go.
How much did you buy in for?
All right, let's take a look at what we got around the room. I do see Kevin coming in on seat 8 or 9. Tailman will be in the other seat. Uncle T will be in seat 4. We do see James here, seat 1. We got Rick here, who's been on the stream lots of times, seat 2. Probably our most unpredictable player, if I had to throw out a guess. And of course, Blake, who seems to be on all the streams. And Corey here in C5 I am not familiar with, although he does look familiar. Just don't know off the top of my head. And I have played poker with seat 7 before. Or yeah, 5, 6, 7, just got him up. With the Air Jordan hoodie. Never seen him play a stream. And I've never seen him
have
play
not.
2-5.
Yeah.
He's always 1-2.
Kevin sits down and gets jacks
He just immediately raised and people are like, ugh.
Oh, we got three pairs here.
Well, yeah, I think with both those Ricks and Corey's, you call them to see if you can get a.
Somebody can flop a set.
Yeah, you flop a set 1 out of 8 times, 1 out of 7 times here.
No sets.
Actually-
But well, one set. But
see a set.
he was already ahead. That's kind of one of those catch-22 flops because when you already have a big pair, a lot of times flopping a set sort of kills the action.
He's hoping someone called with some sort of weak ace or any ace.
Yeah.
Ace 10 could call. Ace queen could call without raising, maybe. Although Rick's never going to not raise ace queen pre-flop, so he doesn't have that. So.
Yeah, this
And
is
since
gonna
since Kevin was a pre-flop aggressor, this flop just smashes everything that he's going to rep here. So I don't think he's going to win anymore.
yeah, bet, fold.
Yeah.
But hey, $100. It's a good steak or
Yeah.
what have you.
Huh?
It's a good steak or a nice Italian dinner or whatever you like.
Yeah, it's a great
Anywhere
steak.
around town, mostly.
I think that completes. Seat 6 is big. See his face here.
Good to see Tillman joining the table. There he is now.
He wakes up,
next to
first
Kevin.
hands in. And Rick, this was a great. Rick just calls ace queen. I always thought he'd be more aggressive with that, especially on the button. But he
Yeah.
elects to get him rather cheaply here, and that queen's raised to $630. I know it's 6x, but that is a little light under the gun.
And instantly outflops him.
Yeah. You know, his stomach is turning. Huh? He's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a terrible flop for queens.
He did bet small. Just keeping all of Rick's jacks or under pairs and stuff in there.
Short-handed is tough to do.
Yeah, a little too early to fold for big, but I assume.
I wouldn't mind seeing Rick raise this here. He could have ace king, but you blocked the ace king, so.
He was at my table the entire time, wrecking everyone.
He's just gonna flat. He might suspect that,
Ace king is in play here.
big is, either ace king's in play or big is very weak.
Big probably should check. He probably go check.
Backdoor
It does go
flush
check,
gets
check,
there,
yeah.
so they just turn it up. And
Thought that hand should be
Rick
much
wins.
bigger than it was.
it seems like it may have.
Yeah, his C-bets
yeah.
were really small. I mean, it's good because he would have lost more money, but
Yeah, to Big's credit, he kind of lost the minimum there.
You gonna buy it or get sold?
typically, especially when you've got position, you have ace queen, you're going to 3-bet that.
Yeah.
90% of the time. And it'd be interesting to see if he 3-bet if 4-bet comes. I would imagine it would.
Yeah.
It's a good value. Everything's a pretty good value here. They don't really try to make money like on the snacks and stuff.
All right. Optimize the early leader in terms of earnings.
Bomb pots. Now, you and I had some discussion about bomb pots earlier.
Yeah, bomb pots are a love-hate thing.
I have like the tough skin.
Actually, I think this is no limit. One more time.
Yeah, I was just.
Oh, yeah.
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 He won because of bomb pots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I started trying to.
Yeah, he bombed that river as he should have.
I was last year. I was tracking. It just became too hard to do it this year. I was tracking bomb pots versus, like in my. Have you done a poker app?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm not a good bomb pot player.
Which app do you use?
I don't know. Poker something. Of course. Poker analyst.
I use Analytics 6. Maybe the same thing.
There's
but
hundreds of them.
For those listening, if you're serious about tracking your results, Analytics 6 is a good option. Not a sponsor, but maybe they should be.
I've been using the same one for 3 years.
So you have all your data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Optimize C-bets and wins.
All right, we got Kevin in the straddle.
Good, man. How you been? Good. You have a good Thanksgiving? Yeah.
Sorry, if you hear the chatter, that's not myself or Kyle. That's our producers and Clay back there. So I just want to wish them a happy Thanksgiving and good luck to the Eagles next week when they play the 49ers.
If you see or know Clay, when you see him, just say chili.
I'm trying to go to Philly for that game, by the way.
Couple of ducks for Rick.
I predict Rick having the highest VPIP by far.
I have not played as much with Rick, maybe as you have, but
Yeah, and he's played a lot of streams too, so we have a lot of information.
Kevin flops a gutter. Needs a 7.
Yeah, he's not going away with any bet here. He'll call one more street.
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
Oh,
that
wow.
shows you what I know.
I'm a little surprised there as well.
I mean, he's played with Rick before. I think if Rick is bluffing, he could be bluffing with the worst with the best hand. Oh shit! Pocket sevens and a king came out.
I'm like robbing from you?
They always think that.
Yeah.
They just show up your tax bill. Like, this is what I pay in taxes. You just don't have
It's like, I mean, you can still show them, and they still
What's funny is they bring their problems to you. Like, I have this big loan. Like, that's not my problem. Yeah. Like, exactly. You went to a $200,000.
Yes, that is Padawan. No, that's not Padawan Kristen you're hearing in the background. It's Mel.
might not be a good thing.
Kristen, being the professional that she is out there dealing, or is out there playing. She's playing, but she took off. No, she's way. It's every. It's every.
Making so much money off of it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Kevin's going to
Two
flop
pair
two
for
pair,
Kevin.
and it's so disguised, right? Who plays a little slick here?
Sometimes right now because he
Queen
Now
of
he wants
Hearts
to try
does
to
bring in some backdoor draws. 10 Jack, any hearts.
Yeah, there's no
Nobody
reason to
really
think that
with-
Dad G is not good here with
Yeah,
his.
he's got a pair of 9s, but
We'll see what the raise looks like. I imagine Kevin will bring it in for a raise, hoping that queen did hit him.
yeah, the
That's what
board
he-
is too connected to not go ahead and raise
Yeah,
here.
you got two straight draws out there, two flush draws.
And here it comes.
Oh, he doesn't.
He flats. Wow. I am
He's
surprised.
like, I just called his bluff. And
These two have played together
stuck
before.
driving for FedEx.
The
Yeah,
spades
that's
come
coming
in.
too.
Nobody has spades,
Instead of like,
but not a great card for Kevin.
It is the front door variety, so he could have it. He's probably just going to call.
Just
Yeah.
because, yeah, bet call. Plays it pretty safe, but nice win.
A couple of pots we would assume would have been bigger, or very small right now.
Yeah.
Bank,
You know, and there's an element, and I know you obviously are aware of this, but is settling in, just kind of figuring out what each player is kind of doing.
I think we all do that before we sit at a table.
Right, yeah.
All right, we do see Uncle T there. I'm not sure what he's going by. Uncle T, he's going by. All right, guys, his real name is Tom, so just
Has entered.
he's done the stream here. He did a stream with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Had a good time with Uncle T.
He's been on the stream a lot, and he's also commentated a few times. Plus, he really enjoys the 4-card variety of poker. I figured I don't like killer.
Also wearing the Cowboys hat, which I appreciate, and you don't. But you know,
I did send him.
we need as much help as we can get
Yeah.
versus the Eagles.
But you're off this week, aren't you? You're bye.
Yeah, I believe it is. a
You get
bye.
to play the
Yeah.
Eagles after your bye, and in Dallas.
I can't wait, by the way. That's going to be a great game, hopefully. Got a couple pairs here, trays and nines.
18 years of unemployment.
My wife, she got laid off twice because of just lack of work. They did like mass layoffs.
Trays just fold out.
She has been in contact with the Texas.
I don't know about you. I might have tried to hit a set there.
They're literally 20 hours on the phone.
I'm at the point where I play every, unless it's a 4-bet, I play every pair.
Yeah.
For some reason, they're just like she's owed like probably $8,000. Yeah, 8 or 9 grand, and they just make it so hard because like she has a California ID and like she never like had a change in Texas, and it created a bunch of problems.
Let me see how many points I should have 20.
Yeah, exactly. So she contacted California, and like the company was based in California. She was working in Texas, like the first one. So it was all confusing. It was like, even though like the company has also an office in Texas, it was like Texas didn't want to pay. Yeah,
That's where she's based.
yeah, but like yeah.
Had a suited connector for Uncle T, and that's about the only
applied in California.
reasonable hands. Kevin Y is going to play position with 7-4 suited
Yeah, and in California, opened it playing.
entirely because
They were
of
like, oh, actually,
his
no,
position.
You gotta. They're like, no, you have to apply in Texas, and then so like.
Uncle T has a gutter.
Yeah, he's got backdoors. Kevin's got backdoor straight and flush, but he's looking to just kind of take it down right now.
I bet this bet's going to win it. Oh, Uncle T's going to stick around. Give him a 4. Not yet.
It's so funny. If it ends now, Kevin wins 7 high.
Yeah, it's true. 7 high is good.
4 years ago. And like, sorry, we're
That's probably, yeah, that's got to take care of it.
so I gotta pay out.
Can only chase
Still pay him, you know, but
for a short time
when
there.
you amend them, you'll get a reimbursement check. Yeah, it's been 4 years.
I think I mentioned this. Like I learned in my tax class in college that usually you only get like 3 years to amend, but the IRS has like 8 years to audit. Like you get like 2 years to be like, you guys are being but they get 8 years.
Right. We require that you save
For the chat, feel free to ask us any questions.
If you're late,
Glad to
paying,
answer.
I don't get interest in it.
Between hands or otherwise.
Doing it wrong here. Hopefully that's the right one. It's been so
I
long
did
since
get
I
some benefit the other day. I got a
gambled.
ticket
73!
and 2 little tickets.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Yeah, it's the first time I won.
And I got it on a Friday. It's doing 90.
Alright,
10
so
jack for big.
They gave me a ticket for 92, so I wouldn't go to jail. But so I got a ticket. I call on Monday like, hey, I got this ticket. You know, can I take defensive driving? She's like, well, I don't have it yet, so I got to get it. But you can go ahead and take defensive driving, and then I'll put you on like 90 days probation. So I took it like.
Can hear Tillman in the background there. Some little table talk. Got a couple of marginal holdings going against each other here.
Yeah.
You see two parts.
We don't have it, so don't worry about it. I'm like, okay.
Probably going to be. I can't see optimize continuing here. And he doesn't.
I think instead of calling the main times, I would rather just give me the ticket and pay it.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Rena. Appreciate it. He's like one of the first only times I've ever really won.
How many times do I hear you can't do that?
I got a ticket in Rosebud, Texas, across the WL line. I was like, yeah, I was trying to avoid the dog. He goes, yeah, I didn't.
That's true, JTN. That's true.
And then he acted like the dog was suffering. He was like, well, let me take care of the dog.
And a bomb pot.
Well, you can do it if you want. He goes, you're not going to shoot it at 1 o'clock town. I said, what? No, we're in the middle of nowhere. So then he sends to my insurance company because I had a claim, obviously. Me and the dog messed up the road. And they said, driver intentionally failed to avoid the dog. Alcohol not considered to be a factor. It made it sound like I was drunk, but I would have hit the dog anyway. Right. Some randomly said,
Hey, Mallory, how are you? Where's Kieran playing at? Is he playing in Dallas or is he coming to Austin?
cannot account for his. He just did that because he knew.
Kieran's one of my favorite vloggers to watch. He's close to broke.
Absolutely.
His name is Kieran.
Yeah.
Out of LA.
I enjoy his vlog also.
I played with him on a stream here 2 years ago when he came to Austin.
Who has biggest
I see an ace. King, Queen would be straight. I don't seem to be with that. Optimizer with the gutters. Probably not going to be
My
there.
shotgun sounds a lot safer than
9, 10, Jack.
Rick has a wrap.
Yeah, it's a weird rap though. He's got
Yeah, weird
it's a
wrap.
weird-
Let's see. Big has spades, but low spades. Board pairs, that changes a lot.
Yeah, bomb pots. King
Yeah.
Queen is just in calling mode, maybe even folding.
Yeah,
a lot of times
I'm
because
absolutely with you.
100% when you see heavy action after the board pair, someone's got the boat somewhere.
Yeah.
But this goes check all around. So now we have the clubs coming in as well. We have a straight flush draw in. So
Good.
9.
Rick has a scoop actually
It's got
with a straight
James got a club
on the bottom
James
and
got
two pair on the
The
top.
dad's got clubs too.
Oh no, he has a full house straight for Rick.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, it's got the boat there and a straight.
See if you can extract any more
So
money.
you notice his bet size
He's
was
gonna
less
get a
than
little more.
With less, it was less than pot size.
Yeah, that's a good. when you think you might have both boards, it's a good time not to bomb it. And he wins 430. Nice spot.
Winning $200 there is better than not, than bombing it and
Absolutely.
folding. Because I think you can get away with a flush draw there for a pot size bet.
Who's the Monday night game? Who's playing tonight for Monday night? What's a football game?
So
Well,
I
that should
went,
be fun, Mallory. I wish Kieran was also playing here. I'd love to play one more time with him.
So I went and asked each player a little tidbit about themselves, and what I got was Optimize grew up in West Texas near Midland in a small town, and Seat 5 big, I believe. Likes to play tennis. And
So does Tillman.
Tillman, he fixed my shoulder and my dad's back. Tillman Physical Therapy, not a sponsor, but that's what I gathered.
What are you good at? Like sports or what was like your thing?
I chase tornadoes as a hobby.
You were a twister chaser.
Yeah, it's very different than the movie Twister, but yeah, that would be my most unique hobby
chance I
other
would ever
than
do
poker.
that.
Yeah, I've
sounds-
been into it since I was about 10 years old, so I know how to forecast them.
Oh, he is playing. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
He's playing
No, go ahead.
TCH Austin this Monday. Thanks, Mallory. Thanks for. I'll be doing the commentary. I think I'm doing the commentary next week with Uncle T. I'm not sure.
Next Monday?
Next Monday.
Right? Yep.
Unless it's. Wait a minute. Is it the 49er game on Monday night or is it Sunday? If it's Monday night, I'm sick. I won't be able to. won't be able to
I'm
do
out.
it. If it's Sunday, I can fly back by Monday morning. That'll be fun.
Pair of nines for Uncle T are still good. Oh, is that a set on the river?
No, that's just.
It is.
complete-
Full
it
house
is a
for
set
Tillman.
Oh. And he's just going to dip-de-doo, throw a little money out there, looking for a king to call, or looking for a nine to call.
He's praying somebody has a king. He's going to get the begrudging call from Rick. Uncle T might even call as well. He has
I
a
think he already
9.
folded. I think he would have called if Rick didn't call
Yeah,
in that spot.
good fold by Uncle T there.
So JT is saying they went to the university. He went to the University of Oklahoma. Went chasing with friends from meteorology school.
Yeah, Oklahoma is the mecca.
I would not,
of
if I was in that
meteorology.
industry, I would not go to Oklahoma because it's dangerous.
Cause what?
Because it's dangerous.
Yeah,
That's dangerous.
yeah. Oklahoma is like
Start with like a 9.
Harvard for
Hurricane Valley
meteorology.
or Alley or whatever they call it. No, Tornado Alley, not Hurricane. That's Florida. Did you play any sports?
Yeah, JTN 1968. I've been chasing with several meteorologists from OU, so it's a very cool call out that you make there.
Look at this wooden.
Ayahuasca in the paddling.
Yeah.
Do you have your own
Sit and look
Dorothy?
at this wall for 8 hours, baby James.
My own what?
In Twister, they had this thing called Dorothy.
Oh,
that way they try
no,
to funnel,
no,
put in
no.
a funnel.
No, it's gotten easier. Now, really, you just need a Wi-Fi connection and an iPad.
Don't
But
do it then.
it used to be more
Alexa
difficult.
listens to everything.
Hid from first tornado when I was 4.
I wonder if
That's very scary when
Can you
you're
hide
4.
from a tornado? I remember when I was young, I grew up in Florida. We have hurricanes all the time, and I would hang on a tree, and they would lift my legs up.
Yeah.
Because it was only it was like 90 miles an hour. You know, tornadoes
Yeah.
like 200 miles an hour, right? More.
We got a flop flush and top pair for Tillman. This could be interesting.
Ace 10. I thought I had the ace 10.
Kind of
Tillman
hard to
just
put
throws
your
it away
opponent
there.
on a flop
Built
flush.
it up, now you gotta break it down. Mr. Races all the trauma you created.
yeah, exactly. So I can,
Oh.
I can take credit for the clean slate.
Guess I went bet fold. Yeah, 150 likes would be great.
I can't wait to do mushrooms. Someone gave me some.
I played almost every sport I could in high school.
What was your best?
My best and my favorite are not the same. My best was soccer. I got to play in college, Florida State.
Oh, wow.
What I loved the most was football. I was just really
Okay.
small. I was a running back.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
At 150 pounds.
So you're fast.
I was fast, believe it or not. Now I can't walk, but I ran a 4.58.
Wow.
That was fast.
I was, in spite of the way I look, I was our punt returner and cornerback. So I was fast too. But
Yeah, my football team, high school team, was
Yeah.
not that good.
if you see me at TCH, you're not going to say that was a cornerback.
Well, if you see me, you're not going to say you played soccer. I I thought I was going to be a professional soccer player. I had it all right. I was in the junior Olympic team. I thought I was going to be.
Oh wow, you.
Yeah,
you
I was
were
really in high school.
there.
I was, and then when I
Yeah.
got to college, I slowed down a little bit. I started running 4.7s. I don't know why. And then
That's still fast.
everybody around me was a superstar wherever they came from. So you're not better than anybody. I didn't really play any games, so that ended pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
see. We got ace
Is James
high.
still in the lead here?
James has a pair of deuces, and that is good.
That might be his flop, right? Because
Probably.
You would
He's
expect-
gonna bet it.
yeah, he
he's
doesn't
gonna
think he has
win,
showdown
I think.
value.
Oh, I'm
Corey
sorry.
bet.
Corey bet. I apologize.
James this should be it. wouldn't say an easy call,
Yeah, this has
but
gotta
this
be it.
board should interact a lot with his opponents, right? So he should call any big ace or Broadway cards might make this play. Rick might want to squeeze one off here and just hope to.
The deuces look like nothing now, so he's getting rid of it. So now all of a sudden, oh no, he did call with the deuce. Oh, and the ace on the river.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Rick should have just called that. Pot was starting to get up there, and if you spike your overcard, you're going to get paid here. Isn't that a card that either one of them wanted to see, right? But especially James, right? Because an ace would be bluffing a lot on the turn, and then he hits his ace.
To me, so Corey missed his draw. This is an automatic. I can't win if I don't bet. He's going to bet about $200 would be my. No,
He should
goes-
overbet this.
He
yeah.
overbets it.
How much? I can't see it.
Yeah,
but
and
he
James,
should overbet it.
There's way overbets it. James can't call.
This should be a red flag for James, though, right? If somebody wants to get paid, they're going to go 2x spot.
Yeah,
I just it's actually bigger than it was 3x.
it was
Yes, he bet
massive overbet.
He bet $600 on a $200.
I don't know how you feel about it. I feel like most of the time when I see overbets, it's people trying to get value. But occasionally, like if you can balance it out and have that as part of your bluffs, I think, it's pretty effective.
It's one of those things. It's also really effective when, let's say, you just have a pair, right? Let's say the board is not very dynamic. It shouldn't hit your range, but you have a pair. You can merge your range and get an ace high to call you or a lower pair. And
Yeah.
so sometimes you want to mix up those bets too, right? You could do that with a monster hand, make that outrageous bet because it looks like a bluff. So if you're very
Yeah,
balanced, you can make your hands look like a bluff and get a crying call for some weak cards, and you do have a pair.
Raphael asks, do you know how I could play live in Dallas? There
Well,
is a
just ask
Texas
Mallory.
Card House, Dallas.
Yeah, Mallory she was in the chat. I
So-
think she runs the streams up there. I'm not sure. I think she puts together a lineup.
Absolutely.
But you could just call the Dallas stream. I'm sure it's the same as here. And you can go on Poker Atlas and put your name
Big
on.
has Cowboys. I think this is our first. We had Jacks earlier, but this is, and he wins a small one.
Yeah, but I think that's how you play those big pairs, right?
Yeah,
you don't want to
you
get
have
too
to.
cutesy, make it 3x. You just, at the end of the day, you just have a pair.
I hate the saying, but it's you win a small one or you lose a big one with big pairs. Obviously, that's
I think
you
it's
got to be a little
psychological
more
with aces and
skilled than
kings.
that. But
It's hard to give up aces
Yeah.
and king when it's the overpair. Obviously, it's always going to be the overpair most of the time.
yeah,
But it's hard to get rid of it. Someone gets 9-8, flops 2 pair.
right. Or a
And,
straight.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and I think that's the biggest difference. I know we talked about the difference. In my opinion, it's not. It's true. Between 1-2 and 2-5 players is, 1-2 players they don't know they don't think about what their opponent really has a lot of times. A lot of 1-2
Right,
players. They don't really identify what boards are really
Favorable.
favorable to
Yeah.
them versus favorable to their opponent, right? If you're just calling pre-flop and there's 3 broadways out, you have under. Even though you may have a hand, you just
Yeah.
They,
This is going to be interesting. Tillman's got Jacks. My personal least favorite pair.
but Tillman, he is never slow plays pre-flop big
Let's
hands.
see what he does. He just flatted,
Yeah, as I say that, then he proves me wrong.
and all the spades are gone. So that's a very safe flop for him.
So and he was in the blind, right? So this looks like it. So when if he bets here or calls, it looks like he hit this flop, right? I mean, he really did better than that.
Just as a Tony Romo prediction here, I'm going to guess that Tillman raises and everybody folds.
He raises big too.
Yeah, I bet he
Check
makes it like
raise.
225 maybe.
Maybe go bigger than that. Did you just
He
call?
flatted. Okay.
No.
Oh, that's a bad card. Now, now there's 2 flush draws.
And he
Rick-
blocks it. He blocks the flush too with his spade.
Rick is in bad shape if a spade comes. Tillman, I assume because he's been flatting, he's just going to continue unless, yep, he flats.
It's kind of an odd play by Mr. Tillman there.
If he,
I think he should have check raised on because there's a lot of cards he's not going to like. Well, spade being one of them, right? Or,
technically, if no spade comes on the river, he's going to have got max value also, even though
well, if a 4
I
comes,
would have
he loses
raised
too. If a 4
sooner.
comes, if a 4 comes, he's in trouble.
No spade.
But
He's
that's-
still good. But he hates the queen, obviously.
Pot's pretty big now.
Check.
Rick's gotta have to make this big. Looks like he's
Yeah.
going for value.
Goes
400?
170?
Oh, 170?
Is that no 235? Tillman insta calls. Good call. Hey, he got max value there.
Yeah, he did.
If
he
he'd
did.
have raised when we were talking about it, he would have won less money, honestly. But
Maybe
a
a
little
check
bit
raise
of a
on the
risky
turn.
maneuver. I think that probably makes Tillman the winner so far.
Couldn't remember it on
The
Maui.
stats up a little later.
I brought a very large scarf, so if it gets colder in here,
Like a blanket outside.
like something you'd wear in Afghanistan.
Nice roll. 92.
Found one in a solid color.
Oh, a
Rick.
couple good hands here.
Tillman could like to bring this in for a 3-bet,
Oh, Amazon? Amazon has
especially against Rick, who tends to open with some lighter holdings here just to drive the action. But I can also see Corey's going to call.
You know, can I have a seat, Chair?
If Tillman's in early position there, which he is, he's in a tough spot, right?
Oh, wow. Everybody's got something here.
Round and round we go.
Ace-jack suited. A lot of Broadway cards.
So not a big fan of just calling in early position.
No.
Because, yeah, when you have that much action now.
By no, I mean agreed.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But it just, you know, you play so differently depending on your position. At least I do. I don't.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, right? I play very differently. Like I can let go of
Same.
ace jack. Not ace jack suited. That's too strong. But king queen suited is too strong. But
It's a good pot.
See, one heart,
Especially, there's a
two
jack.
hearts. Wow. Okay.
But we have hearts for Tillman.
We have backdoor stuff for Corey, just being positive. Rick has 2 overs. And somehow we went check all the way around. Dad knows he's ahead now because there was no C-bet from Rick with his ace-king.
And Tillman can't fold now. He has
2
to-
overs with the second nut flush draw. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not.
he calls. He needs to hope. He has a lot of outs. Board paired, though, is never fun to draw against for a straight or a flush, and he misses.
So Tillman's already made up his mind he's folding.
Yeah, the hand's over. And there we go.
Yeah, Tillman's not going to make a play at that. And,
Yeah, and there's no.
And Dad wasn't going. You know, Dad wasn't the aggressor, but then he starts betting on the turn. choosing not to bet the flop, hoping that the pre-flop aggressor Rick would. So once he starts betting multi-way, Tillman knows like it would do no good. He's got a jack. It would do me no good to bet that all. When do commentators watch the action? I think we watch the action.
Yeah, it's kind of right in front of us, so I would say yes. Yeah, back to that hand. So I'm curious, if you were the player with the ace-jack there, if you get raised on the river there, that actually puts you in a tough spot.
It does.
You just have one, you know, it's not something you can make a habit of, but occasionally that's a good raise to make, maybe.
I know these two have played a lot of poker together. And Tillman's not the player to put at risk some chips.
So
A lot of the times, unless not on the river anyway.
Rick's got
Rick's got the jacks.
jacks, yeah. Nobody else with much to fight with. Just gonna win he got a walk. I think that was that a straddle or a raise?
There was a straddle there.
It's kind of brutal. Oh well, it's jacks. Can't be that excited. So Tillman is the winner at the moment, up 605.
Yeah, we asked him to play. He was playing at the 1-2 table. I said, "Hey, you want to play with Zito?"
Yeah.
He said, "Absolutely."
Here's an ace-jack for Optimize. Been a little card dead of late.
Uncle T's been card dead. He's very patient.
He is, yeah. Oh, ace queen for Rick.
Against ace jack.
Not a good spot for Optimize.
Bluff station's a lot.
Oh, I saw it right in the window.
This is going to be kind of gross.
Yeah.
For Optimize.
Those tens there brings up some chop opportunities here.
Yeah, but there's no way Optimize can just fold.
Oh, he's not folding.
Yeah, he's flopped top pair. He's got to continue. I feel like maybe the look on his face there looked not that thrilled with it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of draws. There's not a lot of draws
Yeah.
like the diamonds. I mean, the board is paired, right? So
Yeah,
you know, it's an ace or nothing here. He could have a 10.
it's very binary. I mean,
I thought I saw somebody fold a king 10. I mean, that was the last hand, I think.
so Rick's gonna keep betting here, as he should. Looks like 2 and change. Not quite. 185.
Optimize is doing, let me take an inventory of your chips.
If Optimize can let this go, that would be he just can't.
Well, because Rick's only got, so he can only lose another 440, right?
Yeah, unless he puts him on a 10. Oh my goodness. Brutal river for Rick. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard him say I have 2 pair. And Rick's like, so do I.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what?
You know, the hand kind of played itself, you know. Optimize couldn't have folded.
Rick can't bet anymore, right? He's
Rick
really bet for value.
was ahead the whole time he was betting until the one of 3 cards that could beat him hit the river. So that's just a part of poker.
Yeah, too bad the board paired there, or we could have seen a bigger pot there.
Looks like Rick's gonna be back in the game here shortly. Jeffrey says savage, and the jack was savage. I agree, Jeffrey. Yeah, nothing you can really do about that if you're Rick.
That's what I like playing at the lodge. I like you said.
Hey, you're two different players.
Yeah.
Do you play any sports now? You don't play tennis?
I hate admitting it. Well, so I play golf sometimes. I used to be maniacal about it. I got down to not like a 7 handicap. But you know what I've thought about trying? It looks kind of fun. Is pickleball.
They let those.
You move around a little bit. You know,
That's
looks
tennis, right?
I like. Yeah, it's
Sort
like
of.
ping pong and tennis combined. So I've thought about that, but no, not a ton of sports.
Do you know what?
Other
Even
than
now,
poker.
do you know what? Do you know what sport I can play that I can beat anybody if I play it?
What's that?
And it's so weird, right? Because I used to be briefly. I didn't say it right. I used to be like a long time ago, 10 years ago. I used to be a general manager for 24 Hour Fitness
Oh, okay.
because I wanted to change my lifestyle. Didn't pay anything, so don't go there. But I used to challenge all the personal trainers in this sport. And I would beat every single one of them. And back then I was like 230 pounds, 50 pounds more.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
45 pounds more than I am now. So and I'd beat everybody. It was racquetball. I can't lose in racquetball.
That's a fun one.
Can't lose in racquetball.
I never got deeply into it, but when I did play, I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. Once you know how to play and where the ball, the angles,
Yeah.
you don't have to be athletic. You don't move. The other guy moves back in.
Let's see, we got.
Oh, there we go. Now we've got 2 pair there for Dad. Tillman also, they have the same 2 pair.
Oh, we got double top pair here.
No redraw, though.
So it's going to be a chop unless the river is a 7 or an ace.
And if somehow Big wants to stick in there, he's the only one with the spade. He's actually got a gutter to a straight flush, right? If you can find that 7 of spades somewhere, I think he's not going to play. He shouldn't. I feel like you have to. If you have a straight flush opportunity,
You kind of have to.
ooh, he hit his straight though. He would have hit his straight.
So we have a chop, so let's see. I imagine this is going to go bet call and
Yeah.
chop.
Tillman's got top
Tillman's
pair.
definitely calling $75 here. And chop it up.
I don't think Dad was betting for value there. It felt like he was betting because he was scared to put more
Yeah, a
money
little
into
bit
it.
of a block bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I'm going to block this and reevaluate if you raise.
Hey, they both won $50. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll be going to California for Christmas.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, for 3 or 4 days with my wife's mom and brother and stuff. Looking forward to that.
What part of California?
Let's see. We're flying into LA, so we're driving to Merced? Fresno.
Oh, Fresno. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Fresno, but
You know, I have a friend that lives there, and he's not necessarily a fan, but, you know.
it's so weird, the economy in California, right? That valley is so different than the coast.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like different people. It's like a
Whole different.
it's like a whole country.
It's like a different
yeah,
state.
it's just different, right? A lot of farming in the central.
Got a Sudi connector.
Oh, I love those.
Dadge.
Okay, so you could tell he hasn't played the stream a lot or 2-5 because he bets 15. He raises to 15. I haven't seen a.
Yeah. That's
It was the first time I played 5-10.
a limp.
Like 3 years ago, the first time I played 5-10. Oh no, it was 5-10, and I let out for 25. I've never played 5-10 before. Everybody goes like, 2 people I've never seen anybody bet that low. It's really embarrassing.
Yeah. No, I definitely remember the first time I played 5-10. It was here, and a little hairy.
Yeah, those were. You know, I was talking to one of the dealers earlier, and River Rat. Hey, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate the love there. I remember someone's asking me, well, how come you don't play streams anymore? Well, I mean, I commentate, but
I can say I hate
because when I was playing streams last year for like 2 years before that, the game wasn't as hard. I'll be honest with you. I just right now it's much tougher. The games are much tougher in 2.5, 1.3 than they were 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I agree.
And there are two big things that I think makes it a really good poker player. One is bankroll management. If you don't know how to if you don't have bankroll management, you'll never be. I don't care how many poker tails you can read.
You're gonna have a downswing.
Bankroll management is the most important. Secondly is table selection.
Yes.
And poker is ego-driven, but I think I have no problem getting up saying, hey, this ain't the right tip. If you look around and you see, wow, if you're trying to find players, because that's what all poker players do, right? If you're trying to find players that you think you can outplay at some point, at some spots, if you can't find those players, that's because you're the guy.
Right.
You're the guy that people are.
Or there's 5 tables open, and you know there's a really strong player on your immediate left. Go find a different table.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There are a few players
there's
that
nothing wrong with that. And again, River Rat, thanks for the greetings from the Rio Grande Valley.
We got to do the tour someday.
I'd love to go play down there.
It's really far away. It's 6 hours.
It is pretty far. I've been down there. Not for poker, but I have been down there. We've got a pair of 7s for Optimize. Big missed his set, and Optimize wins. We need a couple people with a big pair. How about that?
Well,
Call it hand 23 by hand 33. We're going to have queens versus kings or something like that.
He didn't tell her until they've been married.
What did
That
he
dog's
say?
long dead.
He said, honey, you remember our first date?
looks like we have a bomb pot coming up here.
And she still was fine.
The dealer I've seen lots of times. Do you know his name? I forgot his name.
Wait till next year when I tell you all my other
Maui.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He,
What's in Bangkok? Well,
That voice from above.
yeah. I hope he doesn't mind, but every time I see him, I think he looks like young Dave Matthews.
Ooh.
I'm
Boy,
going to turn to Mel, our producer,
I'm not
to
a
see
Dave
if she
Matthews fan.
knows what I'm saying. Maybe not. She's getting the action from the players. Maui looks like young Dave Matthews Band.
spray this on its shit so they won't eat its own shit.
Okay. I'm not getting the agreement that I was looking for.
Yeah, I
but
don't see it.
Maybe it was just me. But-
Yeah. Although I can't picture what what he looks like right now.
Well, I don't think many people know what he looks like, to be honest.
Rene's going to Vegas this Sunday. That should be a lot of fun. Especially the weather is really cold in Vegas. Or it will be. All right. So disappointing. You have kings for Kevin, but yeah. It's not 2 aces on each board. I don't really see anybody with an ace either. This is such a disjointed.
Yeah, that's the nature of bomb pots. Yesterday I played here at TCH, and I got ace, ace, king, king, and completely whiffed. It was so pretty to look at
And
first.
you just
but
have aces, huh?
it's the nature of bomb pots. Let's see. 6-4 has 2 pair and a pair. Well, nobody with much.
And everybody knows that the size of what really tells the tale here. You only got 250 in. We only seen one bet.
Yeah, everybody's.
It was a small bet.
So Kevin has one board wrapped up with 2 pairs, 6s and 4s, which
He's probably not.
you definitely cannot be excited about.
Corey has 2 pair on the bottom.
Kevin pots it.
Yeah, he's really
That's-
trying to buy it here at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean it's a great play. I mean, you won't see a lot of people with the gumption to go ahead and do that, because obviously he knows he has a speculative hand, but
a great
it
play.
wins him the whole thing.
I just think that
Yeah.
it's he saw the action. If anybody had anything better than 2 pair, he certainly would have found out about it earlier. So.
Can't believe it, Corey. Can't believe
Nice hand there for Kevin.
Can't believe it. So hard to have a bluff there.
Yeah. Robbed of the opportunity.
Completely robbed. Completely robbed. I'm telling you, Spader.
Hey Larry, thanks for hopping in here. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
Good roll
Oh, I
too.
know. Unless you're gonna like do something crazy like go all in. I got full.
Rick's taking a sabbatical.
Suited ace for Kevin. Become more and more popular lately.
It's probably the one suited. I do not play ace deuce.
I'll play it up to ace
2 for 8.
5, not ace
Yeah, I don't
6.
play those either. Ace 6 through 9. Not really. If I'm in position, but
Yeah.
Tillman's gonna call with his. He's got a double.
Like 1 for 6.
There's some
Connectivity.
kings.
And Big should look through. Oh, kings! Wow, Big just called the 35. I would have expected him to raise that. Good thing he didn't though, because
That's about right.
Trying to disguise him. I don't. Oh, and he's going to get what he wants here. Oh, no. Apologies.
yeah.
He was the raiser.
so I really
175.
like his sizing here. I mean, it looks like a squeeze. He can play it like a squeeze.
I don't see. Yeah, Kevin's going to fold. Tillman's going to fold. Big might come along.
Have anything. Like you have no pair. I don't know.
Oh, you just have no pair. But what if you turn like a pair to a bluff? Like you know your pair's no good.
But
If Big calls it, I'd much rather see him raise it than just call it. You know what I mean?
All he knows
Even
is
though
Yeah.
6, which
way
I thought
behind
was
him.
funny.
Get a better hand to.
You want me to get him a pad so he can write out the algorithm?
it's going to see a flop.
It seems like at a certain point it would be kind of subjective.
Pretty tough
Ooh, a heart
spot.
right in the window.
Ooh. Needed one more.
Somebody folded the clubs, right?
Here's the other thing.
I was just getting the worst.
What do we call him? Dadge?
Dad, I just call him Dad.
Dadge?
Dad G.
Dad G?
Sort of rivering.
The one thing, and I know you and I have talked about this before, his bet pacing was instant.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
As soon
and
as it was checked to him, he grabbed $300 and threw it out there. Like, he didn't have to think about it. That kind of, you know.
he's really strong
It's-
here, right?
it's like, yeah, it's a
not
sign
It's
that-
not ace king.
I don't have to think about this at all. I'm ahead. Still a nice pot.
I laughed out loud.
Optimize still leading the way, up about 900.
Got 7 deuce to fold.
I know. You had to work for it.
Amazing job.
Rick's down 1.3K, sort of quietly. I can't think of a big hand really that.
Yeah, with that ace jack versus
Yeah.
ace.
Oh right. Yeah, he had the
He was all
one,
in.
but
Oh, that's nice.
can't really blame him for that. He was ahead 90% of the way.
That's right, Larry. Kevin folded ace deuce with clubs.
She'll probably laugh at me. She's like, oh, you bet so much and he didn't have anything.
Well, I mean, we would have checked that with
Thanks.
one.
Thanks, Chelsea.
So what does that make you, honey? 3 for 8?
Yeah. Look right now, you sons of bitches.
That probably is a statistic for your spouse.
Here's a pair of queens
But they
for
find
Rick.
It's like a Tinder on there.
See him lead out here now.
3 for 8.
Given the fact Kevin checked twice, probably doesn't have an ace there. Kevin does have a gut shot, I guess. I mean,
I know I didn't love till my
Gonna throw 15 out there.
oh, $15.
Yeah, he's.
A little
He
showdown
actually hits a
value.
pair.
I beat all your bluffs.
This will be interesting. I bet
Well, let's put it this way.
it's gonna go check,
Texas State.
check. Yeah.
I was so proud of it. Dad, I think I'm going to go to Texas State this time.
Hey, $57 is $57.
trying to find in the RF poker app.
Looks like he's looking at his credit score. I don't know what that.
I wish my
He's
credit
up
score
14
was
So
points.
V pips, Rick is by far
Yeah, he's going to play a lot
the
of
most
hands tonight.
active. James 18%.
I can't find
Uncle T 19.
there for a second.
I didn't even know he was at 19. Did he play?
Wait a minute.
I haven't seen him play.
Yeah.
Must have missed it.
Yeah. Over, what do we have? About 20, 24 hands for some of those players. 26 total. That can vary very widely. But optimized, suited ace king, or queen. I apologize. Tillman with this suited connector.
You notice that Tillman did limp there. He didn't think it would limp all the way around. He didn't want to raise that and then get re-raised. He'll call a raise.
Yeah, he
so
just
he's
wants
like
to play
35.
this. Yeah.
Like a bottom nose in shallow water.
See a flop the cheapest way possible.
Rush and push the fish up on shore.
And I don't blame him.
They're not vegan.
Optimize's got to raise more in that spot.
Pescatarian.
They're pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
One
Be
heart.
fun, multi-way.
2 hearts. Backdoor straight.
Rick's got
Oh,
hearts.
Big just flopped the
Tillman
straight.
has hearts.
Yeah, Big flopped the straight.
Ooh.
So we have 2 flush draws, 2 overs. Uncle T's hands doesn't matter. And then we got. So the flush draws should call this.
Well, yeah. Open ender for Big.
No, Big hit it. Oh, you're
No,
right.
no, yeah.
Oh, I
he's
see.
got top pair and an
I
open ender.
First I thought it was a
Yeah,
jacket.
it looks like it.
I was
but,
like, oh, he flopped, but he still flopped it.
yeah, for the sake of my buddy Tillman, a heart would be terrible.
8 of hearts, please.
Ooh, that would be brutal.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Or jack of hearts. Okay, there's board pairing.
That
7.
kills all the action bearing the board.
Yeah, it really does. So pair of 10s are still good.
And somehow we have over $400 in this pot with these hands here. If he goes check, I expect Rick to take a shot at this.
Little false
Former
alligator
Mrs.
out.
Gardner was like cutting off the belly meat and turning
So if you think about who's got a 7 in this spot, well, it's not going to be the pre-flop raiser most of the time.
Oh, you're talking about
This river card could be really interesting.
Really just needs a jack here, though. Well, the jack would give him a straight, though.
No heart.
Mrs. Gardner caught a 95 pound.
It does give Rick a
Interesting,
pair.
Caught a 95
choice of hoodies.
and he took it into like
Rick's gonna fire. He fires pretty small. I think
270? 240?
this is really not an easy call for Big, though. I mean, he just has top pair with a weak kicker on a connected board. There's a lot of 2 pairs. There's some straights. It looks easy to us, but
Yeah,
I would have a hard
I
time.
probably wouldn't have called. I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah,
10-8
fair
off.
enough.
But I'm just in mid though.
Yeah, it'll be. I kind of have a feeling he's going to call here, but just because of the odds he's getting, and he does make the call, and he'll be very happy he did. Nice hand from Big. You know, like I said, to us it looks easy, but when you just have top pair on that board with no kicker, that's not easy.
I mean, I think if Rick would have made that much bigger, he couldn't have called.
Yeah. Yeah, if he'd have gone more like 2/3 or even full
Make it-
pot.
Yeah, just $500-$600.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I played 2, I think, and didn't make it past.
Rick is going to play another hand here. He's looking to splash around. He's going to bump this up with his two-gapper here with the 8-5 of clubs. Nobody has anything. Tillman's going to lay down the queen 10 off.
Not a huge fan of that hand myself either.
Yeah, I'm not either, especially in
Yeah.
early position, but
Yeah.
everybody plays it. It seems like. All right, we
Pair of nines are still
James
good.
is still good here, but Rick's got some backdoor equity here as well. The clubs and the straight, it kind of straightens out.
Or
7 of
two-pair.
clubs, 6,
Yep.
4 clubs would be his gin card if he doesn't hit another 5.
Ooh, there's a club. Pairs the board, makes it a little less exciting, but
It's actually a pretty good card for James, in my opinion, right? His opponent is less likely to have that ace or
yeah, Rick bets 80. James has to come along.
he's looking for a club or a 5. At 8 won't do him any good.
Ooh, there's the flush.
And that's why you play suited connectors.
Wow.
It is an overcard, another overcard for James. So.
What would be interesting is if James, he wow, very nice.
Right in front of him?
He checks it to give Rick a chance to hang himself a little bit. No, I'm sorry, I have it backwards.
You have it backwards,
yeah. So I thought he checked the river with his flush, but I don't think James can call now. The king is another overcard that he's likely to have. So.
Remember, he just saw Rick make the same bluff the hand earlier
Yeah.
against Dad, so he could be thinking. But the obvious, well, it's a backdoor club too, so that makes it might be easier to call with that. But
I'm leaning, if I had to bet, towards fold.
like if he had an
For
ace,
him.
if he just had trips, would he bet with the flush out there?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Thing is, also James knows that's a good bluff card. So is it Rick is trying to buy it? He does make the call. I can't blame him, but yeah, gets to the bad news there. One thing I've learned about poker is it's very beneficial to have the best hand.
Yeah. If you could somehow always have the best hand,
Yeah,
you do well.
It's
in this
very
sport.
profitable.
Oh, no, excuse me. It's Candy Lake.
So it looks like we have 4 tables going here. Monday night's been a livelier night in the last couple of months. We have 4 tables coming in right now. We have a round of each table, so a round of each PLO, a round of each Hold'em. And then we have a tournament tonight, which already started. A 2K guarantee for $20. Now,
Great tournament.
you can rebuy all you want, but that's a great value. So if you are down in the TCH area, you should give that tournament a try. It's really
Yeah, and
good.
actually last week we had a couple of people in chat asking about trying to come play at TCH. That's a great way to get your feet wet. It's very little money.
Yeah.
Come.
I mean, you may spend up
Play
to
some
60
poker.
bucks and that's it.
You might win $1,000 if you get first. Great way to go about it. Trip jacks on the flop. Kevin now has a full house.
You usually feel good about full houses.
Yeah, this is not an exciting
This
full house.
is not well. I feel really good about this.
But I'm sure he knows he's ahead, but he's just going to probably go for thin value and get
Get an
fold it
ace to
too.
call or something.
Yeah, he's gonna bet like 80 bucks, 60 bucks. Fold. Wins 100 bucks almost.
Tom comes back, we'll tell him he missed the bump. Yeah, he missed the bump. Good deal.
Blake, were you watching the Auburn-Bama game Saturday when the bullshit happened on 4th and 35?
Dude, just blitz the house.
I bet Auburn. I'm so sad.
They should have won.
I took the money line. I just,
I would have
Warm in here.
like an idiot. I don't know
Which is
why. I
never
did
the
that.
case.
No, you were good until that blitz. You can't give him up.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's just
You want him to
it's
run.
4th and 30, and he gets beat.
Warm in here.
Behind the defense. It just made no sense. That's why I know sports betting is real.
I don't know if I can continue. It's always freezing cold. That's why I say
I
it.
mean, besides from UT game.
Got a couple
We've
broadways.
seen a lot of the same hands. We saw Tillman fold his
big.
queen jack.
Optimized with an ace 10. It's been card dead a little bit since he hit his 2 pair on the river. Rick is not going to fold queen 9. I've seen Rick play a little. He's fun to watch. Gives some action. Knows what he's doing.
He's the only one with a heart. Optimized with the gutter, I guess.
And get,
Oh, no, no.
I thought it was a 3 at first, but ace high is still good. Still good.
Ace high is even good now. Yeah, this is an easy call there for Optimize. I just think, you know, what's
Yeah,
Rick?
he's
you
not
see
even
it?
thinking about it.
I just like
Yeah.
what was his plan, right? There's I'll wait till the
Yeah.
river to try to bluff. That almost never works.
Look, I like Optimize's face there. You can see him. He's just a little snide about his ace high call.
Yeah, he needs
Was
to tell
a
that
good call,
story one street earlier.
No such thing as card dead. Any 2 cards says Mallory. I would say that's technically correct. Yes.
It is, Jeffrey. It is warm in here. It's always cold. It's always cold when I'm
Yeah,
playing
it's usually
poker out
cool
there.
in here. Here in the studio.
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I didn't bring anything else. I did bring my Eagles hoodie though that I bought in Philadelphia. It's in my bag,
I prefer not to see it as a Cowboys fan.
and it's the Kelly Green. it's the
Suited broadways for Dad G.
and Tillman's going to speculate here. He's got better position now with the one gapper here.
I don't mind that at all.
Optimize
5-3
should be bumping
suited.
this up. He can't just be out of position with his.
Yeah, he's going to
suited
go
ace.
225
That looks like $7.
or 215.
Oh, he
actually.
does. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 225.
That's exactly, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to, like, go to the streets there, out of position, multi-way. Tillman says, ha. He knows if he hits his hand, he's getting
Ooh,
paid.
man, this is
Yeah.
good.
5-3 of spades. Ace jack of clubs.
There's a 5. Tillman outflops him.
With a backdoor straight flush.
Does not have top pair, but optimized with, yeah, as you said, 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw. He's going to continue. This is going to be an interesting spot for Tillman. He doesn't even think about it in calls.
So he bets the same. He bet half pot, a little less than half pot there.
This is a fun one. Ooh, the king. Tillman's going to hate the king. Optimize can try to
I think if
represent
Optimize reps
it.
it now, I think Tillman folds. If he bets it like, you know, that $400, $500.
I kind of wonder if Optimize took his shot there and he's going to check and Tillman takes it with a bet. Nope, he's going to keep firing. This is going to be tough for Tillman.
Yeah.
and he folds.
As
yeah.
yeah.
There's just so many combos where Optimize has a king there. Optimize now continues to be the big winner, 1.5K profit.
Uncle T is down 2. When did he play a hand? What am I missing here?
He's barely, yeah, he's only a couple hands. Same time, hasn't had much to work with.
Well, Bill James, I agree, no card dead, but if you're playing poker every day, all you hear are bad beats from strangers. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're playing a tournament, you just go out on break. Oh man, this is. Hi, what's your
Yeah,
name?
I have a personal rule. I don't tell people about hands I lose because I know they don't care.
I know. Nobody really. Nobody wants to hear it.
No, nobody cares. It happens to everybody.
Uncle
Dad
T's
G
going to
has
call the ace-9
Ace
here.
king gets raised. Here we go. This could be interesting.
Diamonds or spades here?
There's a jack. Oh, and king.
Those are the clubs. So, wow.
Yeah,
So
ace
both big
king way
and
ahead.
Dad hit this. Dad's going to bet. Oh, he doesn't lead out multi-way. That might be a mistake there.
Ooh.
Maybe not.
Do you have tofu ribs?
Locked up for
Morningstar's bringing back the
Dad G or Dad.
This has got to make Big feel comfortable, right? Well, I got 2 pair. You think a king would bet that multi-way on the flop?
Well, the tough part about it, too, is even though we know trips just made him stronger, it makes it less likely he has a king, so the jack is more likely to be good. So,
And Uncle T is got calling chips there.
not sure I follow that.
Well, for his sake, glad he didn't get an ace.
Yeah, and, you know, sometimes if you sit around and, you know, even though Bill says there's no such thing as card dead, you can get bored and think, you know, maybe it's time to take one away. But Trip Kings are going to take this.
The whole roast fish.
Uncle T knows he can't win if he doesn't bet.
Early,
Most
I will
likely.
watch that later. That's a really good stream to watch.
Yeah, this is unfortunate spot for Uncle T. He's representing the king. Unfortunately, Dad G has the king.
Yeah, I think Dad's image is pretty well defined.
Yeah.
I think he plays here a lot too, right? So I think we talk about being balanced, stuff like that. It's pretty. Yeah, he's not betting there unless he has a king multi-way.
Yeah, most likely.
So
Are you in that new house yet, or are you still moving?
We're still moving. We got a while.
And there is one of the great testimonials for early
looks like we have a bomb pot here.
Now I just graduated junior high, please.
Yeah, we're still moving. We got a few more months.
Okay.
Everybody. I'm your daddy.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, we got a few months. Probably not moving.
Bluff 90K with Queen High. Yeah,
Elegant.
yeah. It's true that
Shoot up, Taylor, go to Louis Mueller.
aggressive players do make for better streams. Watching it because people like to watch the blood.
I think they claim to be. They claim to be something.
Sausage.
Elgin sausage is a breakfast sausage.
One thing I have noticed though, because I used to play a lot of the streams last year and the year before, the players are getting a lot better here. The players are getting a lot better in rooms, on the streams.
That tough cut off the bone.
And it's tougher to find players
Yeah.
that are complete action. A lot of our action players that you would consider action have gotten really balanced now.
Sleeping
So
on it. I've had it. I like
Dude,
it.
I got 2 words for you about
tearing it up here lately. So
curve.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yes, and that neither one of those words.
we got Tillman here. He's got
Bean curve.
2 pair on one board and top pair, top kicker on the other. Not what you call a really strong bomb pot hand.
Good. You know
It's got potential.
It's like a bean. It's like a sweet bean paste wrapped in a.
Sweet bean paste. Another word sequence that never will get
Yeah, of course, Mallory. I love watching
That's the other.
aggression bumping into each other. It's a lot of fun.
No, I was talking about the little treats.
So
little
finding
bookies.
players like that is not. It's gonna be harder. Even the players, like I said earlier, that did that, they become a little bit more balanced.
A shared hatred against the common enemy of bean paste. Bean curd, okay. Bean paste, no. I hate you.
It's good. You gotta eat it deep fried. That's the key.
Everything's better roasted.
Yeah.
You had cat fries?
Have what?
Cat fries?
No.
Danglers?
Prairie Mountain oyster or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what they call them.
Someone told me Langla is really good.
What was it?
Langla is really good.
That's the tongue.
Tongue? Lingua. Yeah, lingua. Sorry.
Is that a nickname?
Scan for me.
It's gotta be a nickname.
All right, here we go. We have straddle in there. Big is effectively under the gun. Or he's in the straddle, sorry. Tillman with their first pocket ace sighting. Did he just call that? Is he going to check raise this with pocket aces? Excuse me, guys, for coughing. He's got to raise now. Tillman's got to raise. He's got to make like 150. Makes it 145. It's good sizing there. Normally when you get check raised by Tillman pre-flop, you are always behind. It's always aces or kings.
Dead silent. That's what I want. Dead silent.
Elgin's cool, man.
Pure silent.
Pure silent? Dead silent?
Dead silent. Pretty much dead silent.
Elgin's got a good little community out there. Like a good little farmer's market. What?
We have all diamonds here on the flop. Uncle T with the only diamond is the jack of diamonds. It may be good enough for him to stick around. But we're going to see a bet here from Tillman. It might be close to a full pot, too.
Wait, why?
300, 400, something like that.
Yeah, like it's a little lower IQ.
No, James.
And Tillman knows that that flop didn't really connect with his opponents that much. Oh, and he just jams it all in here.
Like that's where they go when they get electrified and pushed out.
Well, first stop Maynard, second stop Elgin.
Yeah.
And he gets called by Uncle T with just the 2 overs and the diamond.
No, but I mean, there's a lot of great things. My grandma lives there. It's like a super cool little city. You have everything you need. Everything's super quick to get to.
And that first hand's going to go to Tillman here. Oh, there's the diamond right there. So we're going to see it. Oh, it's a straight, but we're going to see a chop pot here.
Thanks for running far.
Fair's good.
He looks as mad as Corey was.
Tillman went all in on the flop with his aces. And he got called by Uncle T with just ace jack. So he had the jack of diamonds, and now we chop it up.
Winning any of my free rolls.
Kevin asked for $3 from Corey after sucking out like a hit pot. Corey's vein was popping.
I'm just not used to that.
He said
type
you
of
owed
behavior.
it?
I had 3 white chips in front of me and he asked about them.
Yeah,
I'm just not used to that sort of behavior. But it's poker.
Dog eat dog.
Yeah. Not here to lose money.
Mallory says, moral of the story plus VPIP is best.
Best for the stream.
That is true for the stream. Not always in real life.
I don't think it's not. I don't think it's profitable.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
it can
It's a
be.
fun way to play.
That's what I did, but unfortunately
Is that when you
it's
hit
early
the
when I
dog?
busted, yeah.
Is that when you hit the dog?
Yeah, that's what
Just saw that. You swerved over the line.
Oh, no, I hit the gear 2 nights ago. Crushed the gear on 3
Here we go.
Smaller down here. So.
Lots of ace queens tonight. We've seen aces.
Not
we've
a
seen
lot of
kings.
big pairs.
We've seen aces. We've seen queens. We've seen kings. We've seen jacks, nines, eights.
But not, we haven't seen
Just one of those.
head-to-head
Yeah.
big pairs, I don't think. Nobody to fight with Kevin here. Uncle T, the 7-5 suited is a good way to defend against an ace queen though from the button.
7-5 ace, please, one time.
Oh, there. Well, he's ahead now.
Got the diamonds out there. Both Kevin and Dad have a diamond. But you typically don't chase that with a pair, with a board pairing like this. Uncle T's going to check.
Checks. More diamonds.
Well, Kevin's not
That
going anywhere
changes
now.
things. Yeah, definitely not. I'd be shocked if you didn't semi-bluff, and now I'm shocked. But
I think Uncle T did
now
one
he
street
bets.
too late.
But he's going to get called by Kevin.
Well, he's
for
definitely going to
sure.
get called here.
It's like a suburban pond.
Yeah, it's like
Lake Ranger is Lake Ranger is not a suburban pond.
Kevin could even turn this into a bluff.
Like North.
Yeah, he could even raise. He's just going to flat, but
So like Elgin,
which candidly is what I would do.
There's another one though, like
40 minutes.
like 45, 50 minutes.
Pair of fives are still good.
And Uncle's going to check this.
Yeah,
down.
they're just going to showdown value. Uncle T wins.
Pretty big. It's like a state park.
Hey, that's how you beat ace queen with 7-5.
Yeah, it was a little too expensive. We wanted like a new place. We wanted a nice place to. Yeah. It was a little too like Cedar Park
New,
new. It's like
nice.
500.
Cheap. Pick two, man.
Yeah. For a new construction.
Got Uncle T and Tillman here, not really being too aggressive. And I think that's kind of their style.
Generally, and they
like
haven't
to
really
lay
had a lot
around.
of big hands either. Yeah.
Tillman did the old with the aces. He was under the gun. He just called the 5 and then re-raised. He did the check
Nice and
raise.
cheap.
Yeah.
That should tell everybody,
Sort
right?
of
He still got 2
telegraphs
callers.
it. I'll admit, yes. James has suited ace jack here. Tillman suited 1 gapper. You raise.
So they come down in the last year.
So
Yeah, it's like
this would be interesting.
You can see this going 3 ways here. I don't see. Well, I guess Dad is
Big
going to
with
look him up. He
suited
is
ace
suited.
jack. Yeah. Couple of suited ace jacks.
really wanted a new place.
That's going to bring Kevin. He did win with 3.
Kevin's not
He's
gonna
stronger
fold
here
deuce
now
three
when he
suited.
won his 3 deuce earlier. He's suited this time.
Especially multi-way like this, because if he hits his hand, he's going to win a huge one.
Ace 4-5 would be a lot of fun.
There's diamonds. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Kevin's
2
got the
people
flush
with
draw.
diamonds.
Big has the bigger flush draw.
Plus he has a gutter.
and a gutter.
But Dad is in the lead. Am I right? Is Dad in the lead with his 10?
Hard to believe.
And that's going to complete some straight. Jack 9 gets there, so that's going to give. They already had those outs. It's going to give Big and James
Ace Jack is actually
a
ahead.
he's got a 2-way draw here.
Yeah.
So a king or a 9 would give him. Plus, Big also has
Open-ended
the
with a
diamonds.
flush draw for Big.
There as your primary.
He almost has the equity here, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's got 42%.
Oh, 42, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where she got that.
I would raise.
It's supposedly
If our Big does just check, I would raise this. because you have fold equity right now, and you want to try to.
Guys like, you know what? It's not
There
like
it goes.
Does he raise? My eyesight's so bad I can't see it. I have to wait to the graphic. It does look like
No, he
100.
does
Yeah,
raise 150.
150. Oh yeah, that's a good raise. No one, what I learned, no one check raises multi-way when they have nothing.
And there's
there's a
I
reason
mean,
why.
and there's nothing he can be scared of, because even if he gets re-raised by a set or what have you,
He's still
got
tons of
outs.
outs.
Yeah. And
So this is a chop
misses
pot here.
all of them.
Yeah, they both did.
They
so
both did. They're Unfortunately for James, I wish, of course, we can see the cards, but I wish he would have paused a little longer before he checked there.
You mean big?
I'm sorry, big, because that kind of gives James a license to, and they flip it up. If I'm James there, I'm bombing that river every time.
Yeah, you don't see somebody betting on a previous street then checking it when they have it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm betting 300 on that river 100% of the time. But they're probably, you know,
Of the historic down.
it's easy when we can see the cards, I guess.
Yeah. Justine saying that Uncle T in the hand, you fold automatically. Sometimes, and you guys all know this. Sometimes when you're at a poker table and you're not getting hands you want to play, you start playing those hands.
Yeah, it's
you just
tough.
do, and it's just because you're like, I'm just bored.
It's actually, you know, I think about it all the time. Part of the skill of being a profitable poker player is not letting boredom get to you. Because sometimes you're just, the best way, a winning session of poker is I didn't overplay the cruddy hands that I had, and I didn't lose because of it. So I left break even or down a little bit. So when I come back the next time, you know, I can
I just say
be on the upside.
don't go all in with the queen in your hand. I told you that before. I just don't go all in with the queen in your hand.
Here's a
Don't care what
couple
it
hands.
looks like.
Ace king
versus
ace
ace
10 suited.
10. Got ace. We got Kevin with the. He's dominated here a little bit, but I like the 9-7 to win this.
Hey, based on what we've seen, I would
Ace
agree with you.
9-7 would be great. I like to call it like flops I want to see. Well, the ace 10 vaults past ace king here, and Kevin's gonna get sneaky.
Yeah, ace 10 is dominating.
they didn't fix the fire suppression system. They were like, no, it's once in 100 years. Like, yeah, well, it's once in 100 years. You're not going to put increases.
This will be interesting. I don't know if he'll.
Well, I think Kevin flats here.
He probably will flat.
Well, he doesn't do a lot of check raising
Yeah.
unless he has a monster. So
I mean, insurance covered it, I'm sure, right?
we'll
It's
probably
not that. I mean, there's hearts, but it's not very connected. Now it's connected, and the hearts got there.
yeah, this could get very interesting, right? Kevin's never folding here, but I don't think he's leading out now. And we know
Yeah.
Big is probably going to lay another bet. No, he just picked
Well,
up the equity.
I figured he would. Yeah, he was going to check because the heart gives him the nuts, but
If it had been personal, they would cover your loss assessment.
we'll see how thin a value Kevin might go for. I kind of think he will. Maybe like 150,
I think he
200.
goes bigger than that. I think he's got
200?
top pair, top kicker. No, those would be 200.
175. Yeah,
so
yeah.
the worst thing is he's thinking probably goes.
Yeah, if he
check,
gets
yeah.
raised, he knows he's behind. He can just fold. But of course, Ace King's going to fold here no matter what. He has
Probably have it. So no.
squadouche at this point.
Gorgeous, surrounded by the green zone. I got it when they were still building them. I was like, yeah, he's going to be quiet. Like you said. Yeah. Except for the coyotes and the hooters.
His posture says fold.
Yeah.
What if he goes all in?
He's thinking about the ace-high call, but
He's
there's
never
really
raising
not
here.
much. Yeah, there's no chance. Because there's not even really any obvious draws that missed that wouldn't have already been there on the turn. So, yeah. Nice hand for Kevin.
You know where the high school's at? The new high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right over by the new high school.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly where I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's a lot of new developments right now. So we probably should do this disabled.
There's some owls?
It's like a really nice commute wrong. You're not letting it activate.
No.
Oh.
So you take that like diagonal road off 290.
So, your Eagles
I know exactly.
beat the Chiefs.
You're gonna be a lot
What's y'all's weakness?
right there at that.
If there is
Yeah,
one.
well, we have our coaching.
Oh, really?
We lost both our coordinators. They're both head coaches elsewhere now
Yeah.
from last year, and they're all. And our coach doesn't, especially our defense. Our offense does not. I mean, I know we are scoring a lot of points. Our offense does not look imaginative. It seems easy. I don't know. And then our defense, our secondary is garbage. We're like last in.
But y'all have the tush push or what?
We do the brotherly shove.
Brotherly shove. I've heard it two different ways. Maybe that's
I saw
Cowboys
that in
fans.
action. I was.
So it's so unstoppable.
Well, I've seen other teams try to do it on Sunday 3 different times.
Didn't
It
work.
looked awkward. Players running into each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
I mean, I just,
Yeah.
you just need
No,
to
y'all
get.
have it down.
If you have a big running back, just get the handoff and just drive those legs in. I mean, they're starting to do it from 4th and 2, and they're getting to 2 yards.
It's wild.
It's an advantage when you only have to go 8 or 9 yards versus 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It changes the whole dynamic of the game. You have 3 downs to get 8 yards instead of 10. Yeah. There we go. Rick's going to bet with the best hand.
Nope. The best hand folded already. Someone had an 8. I saw that.
This is a fold.
Pot size bet.
Unless he
There's really
wants
no
to get
money in the
fancy.
pot. Yeah.
Yeah, he wins. Nice bet from Rick.
Insurance will pay for that too? Will it? Will insurance pay to get it rewrapped? Does insurance pay for the rewrap too?
Yeah.
D-Pips. Rick at the top. Big right behind him. And Corey, 18% at 37 hands. Same for James.
Yes, Rick's 67% kind of puts him on the prestige / on.
That's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On was being around the 80%. But they all play the pots differently.
Yes.
Like on and prestige, you want to see all the flops. They don't care what you bet.
See,
they want to see
they'll
flops.
bluff at 'em.
And then they'll see if there's bluffing or not.
Yeah.
Rick tries to take it down early on.
All right, Uncle T's got Jack-9 suited. Pretty good starting hand.
I love him being aggressive there, just calling instead of calling.
10s for Kevin.
Yeah, he's going to make it 100 and something, 140. You're going to play this
Yep.
like any
There it
big
is.
pair, right?
You called it almost exactly 120.
Yeah, you play 10s like if you had
Ooh,
aces or
and
ace
Tillman.
king.
Suited broadways. This is a fun one.
Yeah, I think the worst, it would be wrong, but I think the worst play is just calling. I think he has to either go all, that's what he does, right?
He jammed.
Yeah,
oh my
you
goodness.
can't just call
yeah.
out of position like
See
that.
all 5.
Rick with a nice hand, too. I mean, it's not calling all that money with players behind me, nice hand. But
Yeah, this is like, do I want to gamble?
yeah, and he was
decision.
probably thinking, well, I'm calling Kevin's bet. Now he can't.
He's going to fold, but
Shows his partner.
Kevin, and Kevin knows that Tillman is on the maybe a little bit tighter side.
Snuggier. I like to say snuggier.
So, did Kevin call?
He wanted to count. But Tillman,
Yeah.
you'll see Tillman with these. really
mean,
made
obviously-
hands, but no pairs. He really is aggressive with these. Like he's
Yeah,
aggressive with all his draws, like super aggressive, like 5x the pot. I'm all in aggressive. We've seen that before. I know Kevin knows that as well. Like, I think Kevin's asking, would Tillman ever do this with Ace King? Because that's what you would think you would have, that you beat, right? Ace King or Ace Queen. Does he ever do that?
Well, yeah, I agree.
He does. Ace King, he does. Ace Queen, he doesn't. King Queen, I'm a little shocked, but
Well, and also to think about what would Tillman do this with aces or kings
yeah,
or queens?
I think he would.
Like,
So that's
or he might re-raise to try to get more value. So, like, does it look more? So Tillman wins it, which I'm sure he's happy about with king queen.
and that's what you
suited,
do. He had fold equity, right? He could probably
Yeah.
put max pressure now, get the pot, and that's always a much better feeling than going to the street and seeing if you can pair up or get some sort of draw.
I think that Tillman was around even, so he's probably third biggest winner, fourth biggest winner so far.
How about a Corolla right before the pandemic?
A 99,
12,000 miles. And then
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've seen it.
And then
I've seen 100. I can't
It's
remember.
up there.
bought the car. The Toyota dealership gave me $18,500 for it.
King Queen's a popular hand. We've seen a lot of King Queen,
Yeah.
Ace Queens today.
Little
Corey
Broadway
is just
action.
going to $30. I don't like that sizing. You can go a little bit bigger because if one person calls, you're gonna see 3 or 4 other people call.
Pulled that off in the hailstorm. That jumped on round
Looks
one.
like Kevin's gonna fold the Ace 4. I like that. King 4 folds, Jack 6 folds, and we're heads
Suited
up
ace.
here. Technically, Dad is in the lead with the Ace here.
Yeah.
Because there was some.
Now has a gutter.
Yeah, this is how cheap I am. I went to
I
actually.
do like Corey's check here. A lot of times you want to see bet,
Yeah.
but that flop, right? That's what we talked about earlier. That flop hits your opponent, right?
Yeah, it
Whoever's-
doesn't favor your range.
Yeah, so he's like,
favors
oh my God, I
theirs.
have nothing.
Yeah, just let it go.
I mean, it's weird.
Move
they never
on.
contacted me. I went,
Although Dad's really not the type of player to play those kind of cards. Still,
and they never called me.
Yeah.
pocket fives,
Trying to get like
8-5 maybe. We've seen 8-5 being played like that, suited. I mean, everybody always says, well, you got to see bet. I don't always see bet. Not when I see flops like that. Unless you had an overpair or something.
I will admit my default is c betting, but I've gotten better at. Yeah,
I got a dealership.
that
They buy all their stuff at.
that flop does not favor my range.
Yeah,
So
that's not my flop.
yeah,
But it's like, they're not like
Oh,
Another
ace
ace
king.
king here from Corey.
total insurance.
I think he played well so far. We go to $15 here on a non-straddle. Again, like we talked about, I've never seen a $15 raise on the 2-5
Yeah.
straight.
it's basically a limp.
That $15 raise is what you see in 1-2.
Yeah.
No one even bets $10 in 1-2.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little blocker bet. Maybe he's not experienced on the street
Ooh,
before.
2 pair for
Kevin again with the
Kevin.
bottom 2.
Yep.
Optimized with clubs. Rick with nothing. Ace King with the 2 overs. Or Corey with Ace King with the 2 overs.
This will be interesting because Optimize is not going to go away with clubs, and Kevin's definitely going to bet his 2 pair.
He bets big too.
I mean, I get it.
I would bet big. What's he got? 60, only
Bet
55?
55 into 6, almost full
Full
pot.
pot. Yeah, that's because you got clubs out there.
Hold on, Optimize folded?
Well, you didn't have the nut clubs, and all he had was that club draw.
Wow. Okay.
I will be telling Optimize that he got bluffed by 8-3.
I'm not saying it was wrong, but I'm just a little surprised that he didn't want to see, one more. But of course, that was a big blind special, basically, because he didn't really have a lot invested there. Here's some
Queens here for
queens.
big. So the straddle is on. He only makes it to 35. It's a bit small for Texas 2-5.
Yeah. Tillman's got a suited ace. He might. Yep. He's gonna.
Yeah,
play
so
it.
you got to bring in a lot of callers. He's probably hoping someone would raise this so he can but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And we're going to go multi-way here. And that is not what you want to see with an overpair. But it's only 2 other players, so.
Suited connector. 5-6 has been a good hand so far tonight.
I want a brand new beautiful card that gets realized.
Let's see.
Ace in the window
Not
right
now.
off the bat.
Well, no, because they'll give me.
Oh, he has a queen, so he has a set. My fault.
Whoa.
And he's going to check
Problem
that,
is-
hoping that Tillman with the ace bets at it.
Oh,
And he does. That is well played. And I think the biggest mistake they can do here is raise, check raise. He did that once before, earlier.
Yeah, he's got a flat. Of course, we know that, but it is a connected board. I mean, somebody with 10-jack has a gutter.
I think we'll see the check raise here on the turn.
Oh,
Definitely.
full.
Oh, my
goodness.
gosh. This is going to be painful.
Oh, man.
We both sat up in our chair.
Tillman, yeah.
Oh, he jams it.
For those that aren't watching,
Oh, Tillman.
Dante and I just set up, and this is bad.
So we need a 2 or 7 or the other ace. They're going to run it twice here, it looks like. There's no help. 2-7 or the other. Chop pot.
It's just chop pot.
Oh, never run it twice when you're ahead.
Oh, my goodness.
That is sick. Well, there you go. That's the hand of the night.
Wow.
That's the. What's that?
I mean, what a
Jacqueline's hand. Jacqueline's hand of the night. Wow. They go so far ahead.
Did you catch who suggested running it twice?
No. I didn't even see it.
But man, that was
Yeah.
wow.
Tillman doesn't slow play those aces, but what's he think he's going to call him? A worse ace? A single queen?
But he can't fold, really.
Well,
I mean,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
on all in, that was an overbet there.
Yeah, that was wild. Jeffrey says everyone loves a chop pot. Yeah,
I
it's
thought
the most exciting.
I'd rather see one person win it all.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Mallory says
Jeffrey, I
plus
get the
V-pip.
sarcasm, but
no, I
yeah,
don't like. I
that
don't
was
like
a
moving
wild
my
one.
chips to other players and trying to get him back. I rather just keep them in the beginning.
It's just like, so it's something.
Oh, Tillman got so lucky.
that was very lucky. Yes, saved him $1,000, and actually made him 23.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a new lease now. He's like, yeah, pre-roll it.
Ooh, yeah, seriously.
That
Yeah.
feels so good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better than actually winning. Like, woo, I
Yeah.
didn't lose. I'm chopping this up. I was so far behind.
Pretty far behind. 10-jack suited for Kevin. Nobody else with much. So,
I follow Joe Stapleton.
got a dirty diaper for
He tweets
Dad G.
100 times a day. All right, so here we go. Not a super exciting flop. Doesn't really connect with anybody. Dad does have a 3. You can't love it. I'm not sure why he's in his hand.
Yeah, two people with a pair of 3s. Ugly ones.
It's like the same texture. This thing is like extra soft. Extra soft green curd. That's what it is.
Well, Rick does have an open ender now,
Oh, yeah.
Green and black mold.
which is he's almost ahead.
Yeah, almost.
He can, I mean, he gets a 6, 7, or 9, or a 4, and he wins this. He has so many outs, more than he knows.
I don't want to play this game again. I don't want to play another one of these games. It's worse.
Rick is not afraid to bet either.
No, he's
I
gonna
definitely
check
respect.
raise this. He's gonna bump it up 100. Now, this is what I like. He's got taken some fold equity here.
He's gonna win it right now.
Yeah,
Nobody
no one
call
can really
that.
call. And he doesn't go that big as far as a check raise. It's like, call me, call me.
His buddies are like the next level.
Who's he asking? Oh, he folded. I thought he was asking him how much he was playing.
I did too. He said something.
Yeah.
It's a semi-bluff.
He's got a bag full of fucking ice cubes.
And Rick has the S-eating grin on his face, as he should. Just won a good one with no pair.
go with the ice cubes.
Yeah, ice cube.
They melt.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like the car's gonna get dented and scratched, like, might as well buy it with dents for a discount.
I don't know, man.
I got a Porsche. I know. Actually, shady.
I'm like, seriously, I'm like the worst person at the dealership. Like, I go to the finance office and like decline everything. They're like, well, we can give you a deal. Like, decline all the add-ons. I know it's a bad deal.
Yeah, they're jamming in here.
All right, on to hand 43 here.
Since you were a previous Toyota customer, we give you $200 off gap.
You just want to hand
I'm like, I give my insurance will add gap for 7 months and it's charging like $900 for the whole contract.
Got a bomb pot.
Check.
See what the holdings are shortly.
Jack.
It's like everybody with a little bit of equity, I would imagine, without being able to see all the cards. So we got a flush from Optimize, hearts.
Check.
Got 2 pair for Corey, ace king. And that makes a boat for Corey. And big
I have ace king.
has a 5.
Holy, where's the phone?
Looks like not a lot of money got in there. A little surprising that ace king full house did not bet.
Wow, all you guys are checking.
But we move on.
We got 5-8.
So it would be that's 5 in the river.
8 plays for this
I have kings full of aces.
I'm guessing you would check 5.
Only because you have to play 2.
Anybody with any poker questions, throw them in the chat. Dante and I will be glad to reply or speculate.
A lot of those names, say like A or like K value.
Mallory says, need Rick to book a W so he can play next week. Well, Mallory, I'll root for
But then I look at
Where do you drive now?
Rick along with you.
Another Boston.
He's playing a lot of hands. See the VPIPs here. 63% for Rick. Big. Up top, 64.
Sunday, Monday, that's
VPIP, for those that don't know, is just a measure of how often a player is voluntarily putting money in the pot, which does not include the blinds. Kevin Y here has a pair of 4s. Tillman with Broadways, unsuited.
I drive a Lexus IS 350. It's just like
Corey's going to fold his
No, bad mojo, sorry.
5-4.
I mean, there's like,
Dad G with the worst hand in poker, 7 deuce unsuited.
yeah, I'm guessing. What's above or below 10? Where are we at?
I'm taking below.
Right now?
Taking below.
And the best hand now is a pair of 6s for big, with a couple queens on board.
Say over, but it's barely over.
Alright.
Now a king on the turn. Tillman now in front.
You guys, wow. Wow. 92.
Getting a little money in the pot here,
Another level. That's what happened, man.
up to 87 bucks.
It's because it's Cyber Monday. Everyone's sitting on their computer, you know.
80s.
I assume Tillman's going to go for some thin value here, or just goes with showdown.
Well, it makes
Wins
sense. We finally got a full table.
$87 pot.
Yeah, we should see it's like 5 people next.
And on to hand number 45.
That's the thing, like,
How many people do you think we have watching right now?
Mallory's saying she needs Rick to win, to book a win here. Is he playing? Is he playing next week on the Dallas stream?
Maybe so. Yeah, I said
Rick's got
good
kings
luck
here.
to Rick. He's good to have him. Oh, and Rick has kings. Mallory, your dreams may be coming true.
I took the under. Like a
If somebody has anything to fight back with,
That was very.
so far,
I hadn't
nobody.
looked at all, but I was like, I'm gonna be very generous and just say $5.
Big's gonna look him up.
Like yeah, I was like, you could have snapped
One of
me
the worst
25.
aces you can have.
Yeah, it's a
You
rough
can't feel
ace
too
right
comfortable
there.
when you flop top pair
That's
with
pretty
it.
rough.
I mean, no. What he's thinking about is when it gets put on the faster channel.
Yeah, that's what he's
You
thinking
don't
about.
see it. You don't see it.
That's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
There's 2 people at the moment watching.
At the moment?
They're like betting so much.
Wait.
You had the live watching first. You're talking about watching later.
No, watching it on Thursday night. On
Oh, you're
Thursday,
watching the second.
And Rick's gonna win a small pot.
It's on the primary channel today.
I want to start commentating that game. Working my commentating.
Oh, Mallory, are you playing here next
Commentate the PLO.
Monday as well?
You know, we need 1 free commentators. They won't
I'll do it.
I like to play
It's freaking fun. I did that. I did the employee event by myself before. Thus proving to myself I can talk to myself before.
I'll be like, let me get this straight. You're not going to play. No, we're just going to talk about it.
But then he's like, oh, how about this? Like, oh, what? Why didn't you do 12?
I remember when I considered being a streamer and my actual I think you'd be great at this.
Just gonna send a message here to Optimize
I thought about it too. We have old guys from
How good?
about if he's playing next week.
On to hand 46. We got a Broadways for Rick, unsuited. Uncle T has a suited ace, not the best one, with an 8, but very playable.
Perfect click bait
Yeah,
fight.
there's
Played for like 3 hours, and you know. It was like Cinnabon, he made like 40 grand. Wow.
Tillman's got some ducks,
Yeah, average person.
pair
Like,
deuces.
holy cow, you can make $12,000 an hour playing poker.
We haven't really seen a low pair set yet, so maybe it's time.
I played like 5 hands in my life.
So we're 4 ways here.
poker acumen.
Didn't see him with a king.
No kings.
Poker acumen is
Rick does have a gutter here, I suppose. And
Flush
Uncle
draw for
T,
Uncle T.
It's more about like
probably the best flop he's seen in a while.
Yeah, he's hasn't really had a whole lot to work with.
It's like
I bet
understanding like what card
this is gonna go bet, and
build the suspense.
Rick
the
is
fun
gonna stick around. Technically as a
Give-
gutter.
Let's give him the 10 of hearts.
so much going on. It's like too much going on.
I'm not big on chasing draws with a paired board, but
And I think we are off line.
Who's doing what?
and apologies to the chat. We had a little glitch here. Looks like things have frozen, so
We still have a glitch. I could see on my phone the stream, but I cannot. It doesn't match up with what's being played here.
It is 5 to 8.
Ask my watch. It's not synced. It says it's 3:30.
You gotta pay extra for daylight savings time.
Yeah, man. Are they gonna get away with that?
I don't know why
I
it's
thought they were gonna get
It's
it.
like during daylight savings, you go in to buy the watch,
yeah.
it's $45 more. Yeah, an extra hour.
Game's so cheap, I'm paying for daylight savings time.
I'll be back in May.
It's just fucked up.
Or April. Screw that. You got one that's didn't?
Scratched up screen, anything.
Honey, we're moving to Arizona. No daylight savings time. Good value.
We get a bonus hour every day.
All right, so I think we're back. Let us know.
No income tax. That was for a huge factor.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll never forget Ken Rogers was the player for the Texas Rangers pitcher. Remember
No, I
Ken
probably
Rogers?
don't want that one.
And he signed with New York. Texas offered him like $8 million. He got $9.5 million from New York, and then some reporters.
Oh, so Griff, you see streaming here the table. How about, can you hear the commentators?
Yeah.
Oh, if you heard me ask that question, you probably did.
Let us know if you have any issues hearing us. But
Yeah, we had a glitch here a couple weeks ago, and
And now
we were only able to comment on about an hour and a half.
a lot of technology that goes into this action.
Yeah, because they're earning money in New York.
That's
They
great.
did that to me.
RFID, cameras, producers, screens.
I was like, okay, I'll get back with you.
All right,
Appreciate the
Griff,
feedback,
thank you.
Griff.
So we got
Find me.
No, I was here a pleasure.
Rick does not let up, does he?
better.
Constant
yeah.
pressure.
That's very Canadian.
Yeah, like in America, it's like you leave the country, right? But you gotta pay taxes in that country you live in, right? But then if you would have paid tax, like you still have to pay taxes in America.
Well, it depends on your expat status. Like, if I was thinking about well, yeah, but in Portugal, they have deals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they will basically, and it's such a great deal. I mean, I know a lot of people that are moving over there. Mark is like,
I think if you
people get free
verbalize
healthcare.
action,
That's actually really
well, you say it at the same time.
So
I've actually never seen that.
GC, that's an interesting question. I think the verbal part would stand. But
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to check with our producer here.
No, the verbal does stand. Yeah.
So the answer from our producer Mel is that if you check and throw in a raise, it's a check.
Yeah, the call would be a check, whatever you say first.
Yeah.
Although of all the times I've never seen someone do that. Like
I've
as
never-
an angle, like
and I
I've seen angles lots of times, but I've never seen someone say check and then threw money. It's,
Yeah, I've
that would
never seen that
happen.
before.
Yeah, that's
So it's like hospice.
But the overarching rule is verbal is binding. Whatever else you do is after the fact, basically. Mallory already answered. Yes, it is verbally
oh Tillman
binding.
with his jacks. That's just so frustrating. Got the one over.
Yeah.
And Dad's going to stick around there with the backdoor straight. Backdoor flush, backdoor straight. Yes.
I talked to like adults. I asked my pediatric neurologist. I was like, our son is a little, gonna be a little different.
All right, so Dad's gonna pick up some additional equity in the form of heart coming on the turn here.
Yeah.
Rick is gonna slow down.
8 outs.
I think it's
Not
really
bad.
tricky by Rick, right? He probably knows he's ahead here. He's gonna act like he was just c-betting a flop. It's a decent sized bet here from Dad.
Still in the future, you know.
He still needs to hit his heart. I don't think Rick is contemplating a call. I think he's contemplating a raise, a check raise.
Hey, it's important.
Yeah, I agree.
But we'll see.
Before I like.
It also kind of sticks with his image to raise, but he's going to go ahead and call.
Oh, is that?
Who'd be great for this conversation? Brother.
Straights didn't get there. Flushes didn't get there. Dad's in a horrible position. He bets.
It's
Yeah.
basically the perfect river card for Rick because
Yeah, just
it's as blank as it could be.
A lot of valuation.
There's not going to be a lot of sevens
Yeah, they're
in
doing it for
Anxiety, especially.
Dad
Because
G's
him and my
range.
brother got out of the military after 12 years. I did 6, but he doubled me. And
So
he's been out for about a year, but he was doing that shit.
I'd be shocked if Rick doesn't just flat
Colorado.
this.
Now he lives
Of
in
course,
Anchorage.
it's
So
for
they sent
more
him,
than
like,
half
all this
of his
pretty
chips,
package
but he's going
He
to do
does
it.
6. He did 6 tab or hits of DMT in one night.
There it
which
goes.
Apparently, is like ridiculous.
Big pot,
I mean, doing
yeah,
DMT
it did take
more
longer
than
than I
once for
thought it
someone-
would.
almost
to call.
1250.
Yeah, that stuff.
Especially
always
with dad
has a way of
betting,
coming
he
up.
really
He'll
does.
always tell me if it comes
And
up at the
Rick is
table,
probably thinking maybe he has a better.
he's trying to find you, so you need to do it.
Not ace king, but maybe
Yeah, I mean, he released his album like a couple months ago, and his album is
I feel like at the
completely
what do you call this, mid-higher stakes?
these are mid stakes. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like
mid stakes, but you know, with the straddle and in comparison to Vegas, like
so,
a 2-5 game in Texas is like 10-20 in Las Vegas.
Yeah, the 510 at Bellagio is a $1,500 max volume.
Yeah, isn't that
You
wild?
ever seen Dewey Cox?
But I
Probably
feel
the
like
most boring game I've ever played.
yeah,
Because they all have backpacks.
it's
and
just
headphones.
straightforward. Yeah,
You can tell.
but I think that players at this level are better at picking off bluffs when people miss their draw. If you play 1-2, probably isn't going to work for you.
Yeah, no.
You remember Stuart
It's
Small?
one of the big differences as you go up.
It's key. You gotta get on those affirmations.
And then you got to manifest it.
I'm good enough.
Insert buzzword. Manifestation.
And Kevin just calling there with his Broadway cards is going to bring in Tillman.
That's your love language. Words of
But Rick is going to really pump this up big. He's got three
for
other
sure.
players behind him.
Yeah.
dog.
I can't tell.
Got a
what
real hand.
What a dog.
Optimize has been quiet. He might be getting bored. Queen 10 is not a great hand.
I just wanted you
Oh, he already
he
folded.
folded.
Okay.
to have some information. My access
So
service.
we got.
Yeah, that's right.
This is actually a fair fight, even though Ace King looks a lot better.
I
5-4
see King right in
suited,
the window
Tell the
too.
wife where I
Oh.
want her at.
both with a little piece.
So, which brand?
And backdoor
So I
spades,
was,
but
combat
it's
medical
going to be
Air Force.
tough for
I was
Corey
also a combat medical.
to stick around with bottom pair,
Air Force? Yeah.
backdoor flush.
No way. That's awesome. You still work for him?
Yeah, I have a smaller contract now. I used to be a lot more for him, and then all I did was COVID during
I
COVID.
think you can comfortably call
Were
once
you
you
doing
hear
testing?
before
Were you doing
hands. I mean,
testing?
you
Were you
don't
doing
necessarily fold to a bet after you improve.
Tell you
Call
what.
race.
Collaboration
Oh my goodness!
Let's
go.
That's why you
This is
call.
going to be
Are you
rough.
familiar with the term IDMT? Independent medical tech? That's what I was.
Really?
And there's just no way
So,
Rick could
when I
think
was
that a
in-
4
Yeah,
is
and
bad
Rick's
for
like
him there.
probably thinking a 4 is good for him because now he beats all the 2 pairs. Well, I mean,
Exactly.
he should.
Joint base.
Like in the river, if somehow he gets there with a 9 and
least
something, 9x,
I believe it's
he's protected a little bit against 2 pairs.
I mean-
but that's not what Corey asked.
Oh, okay.
If you're Corey, you're trying to figure out how do I get all the money.
I think he's gonna have to raise here because of the flush draw is there.
Yeah, there's flush draw.
On the
There's
old-
some gut
okay.
shot
And then
Shut
straights.
that down. We went over to a building that was across.
This could be an all-in here. Just overbet. I mean, you only, if you raise it, you can raise it to what, 500, and leave yourself an SPR of less than 1.
Yeah,
a lot less
and then
than
just
1.
go for the rest
Yeah,
at
I
the
just
end.
it actually looks stronger if you raise a little.
That new Wilford Hall is.
There he goes. He goes almost 500.
Yeah, that's what
As
I
you
would
said.
probably do. It just gives information to Rick. Like, well, he's not folding on the river now. He's only got 700 behind. He's, 2-1 there SPR. So
Oh my goodness.
And I know it's
especially makes his call. He has,
Asymptomatic, mostly.
well
not going
after,
anywhere.
you know, it was.
This is a really gross spot
but,
for Rick.
like,
that's why I thought an all-in looks more bluffy, right?
Yeah, you kind of, yeah.
This is like, just letting you
This is
know,
like,
this is
please,
for all
please.
of my chips, which
Yeah.
is all of your
Here it
chips.
comes.
which is all.
Yeah.
But you can never fold ace king. You're just in the gross spot. Now,
Oh, it's even
that's
worse.
even worse, right?
Yeah, there's Rick. Corey is about to be $700 richer on top of what's already in there.
and she had no family.
There's no way.
Corey's
Rick
ahead
can fold.
almost any other hand 90% of the time.
Yeah,
Put her on
he jams.
a proxy. So I was talking to an EMED doctor.
Rick's actually thinking about it.
Her people were 3.5.
He's just trying to
There-
think.
there's
What's
no
he
way he
bluffing?
can
There's
fold,
no
though.
missed. I mean, there is missed clubs.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, well, he missed the clubs. I can call. I mean,
He's got top 2.
you didn't need the ace to make this tough for you. It's the same. Your ace king is just the same as had an ace.
He's losing to what? Pocket 9s, a 4, and that's about it. He blocks,
People all the time, so it's original.
pre-flop. nobody had aces
I think
or
he
kings.
calls. I think he
Yeah,
calls.
he's gonna
He's
call.
gonna have to call.
It's a brutal spot.
Guess
I
who
mean,
the highest per capita for negative?
A positive?
No, I mean the highest per capita country for.
Oh, negative?
Yeah,
So was it the O negative?
Sweden. Yeah, it's China. And the worst, like the highest, the lowest, Italy. And if you think about the early part of COVID, Italy got it.
wow. He's really thinking it over.
Which was totally different from China. It's like what the Chinese were used to, a more virulent type of cooler.
I just don't see how he could.
You know, now there's Naviano and that's like.
I mean, good grief,
man,
there's
that's a
already
beautiful
2K in there.
Yeah, that's a beautiful. I've
So
never
he's
been,
got
that's
what,
a-
1 to 3?
I'm sorry, there's 1,300 in there. The graphic shows the bet, but or 1,400.
Well, no, if he calls, he could win that 2,100.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's. I mean,
Is it
He has
yeah,
to
here
call.
it goes.
Oh, he
Yeah.
does call. Okay.
They actually had a couple of training courses.
Ouch.
Trump said no more.
Yeah, tough
Just gotta.
one.
I mean, I think
That,
Rick's just
that's
gotta
just
ask
a
himself.
tough one for Rick there.
Like,
I
what's
mean,
he doing this with, right? What's he really doing this with? He's not doing it with a king. He's not doing it with a 9, right? That's really out of line.
Yeah, Albiano
So
was my number one when they let you pick your bases, you prep.
he did think about it, but he has such a strong hand.
I mean, it was just too strong. I mean, I would like to know what would have happened if, let's say, the river was a 10 of diamonds, like kind of a semi-blank.
Yeah.
So
No. Let's make it a 5 of diamonds. It doesn't complete any straight, any flush, nothing. What would he do? But given it gave him top 2, I mean, it was just too
I mean,
much.
it's funny because it's more.
The only hand that I
Like
was
a-
thinking maybe Rick's probably going through is maybe he had the ace of clubs.
Yeah.
Another, and he hit top pair. Now he's just going to try to get his king to pay him off. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know he thought about it.
So all the CCATs.
Yeah, that was
a lot of
just
people, like,
tough.
I did a lot of.
Rena, I see thumbs ups and downs. What do you think of that
We would have
hand?
the critical care because you're talking about 350 pounds.
What should Rick have done if you
So
didn't
we
know
had
the
these
cards?
CCATs, and we would always end up putting them on the KC 135s. Because
Rena,
that
I
was
won
the
a
easiest way to
flip
transport,
here.
But the
I rolled a
temperature range on a
73
KC
earlier. I'm just
135
gonna
was
ride that
extreme.
wave
It's
till
either
next
really,
week.
really hot or really cold. So the guys
I don't want
want
to play again because I don't want to leave a loser.
they're sitting comfy, but if you're low, then you're.
It's kind of like
you're
poker
feeling
when
it.
you
If
sit
you're too
down.
high, if you're on the top rack,
If you win
but it's
20
so
bucks
tight.
in your first
You do a
hand,
two-man carry
it's
with
just
CCAT,
totally a
through
different
KC.
feeling.
That's why I
Yeah.
like
Have you ever thought about? You ever sat down and like
any
tripled
chance
up right
I got
away?
to
You
lose
ever
it,
thought about
I
leaving? I
from a
saw
medical
that the
path.
other
I've never done
I
it, but
saw that
I've
the
certainly
other day.
thought about it.
saw that the other day.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the hand. I was just at the table, and yeah, somebody went all in. 2 callers, and then he gets up. That was it. It was
Hey.
like $3,000 pot.
I've seen some,
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't see what you had.
it's your money. We got some snowmen for Dadge.
Rick's going all in there. It's a better hand than you probably think.
Oh, yeah.
It's only got 142.
This is a very fair fight, and he
He
wins
outflops the
it.
plus straight flush. He gets a straight flush. Royal flush.
Royal flush.
Royal flush. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my
And he's not at
goodness.
the table.
Shirt to the live stream.
Man, a t-shirt.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God.
Royal flush on stream here at Texas Card House, Austin. Wow.
Yeah, I worked in. I supported Wounded Warriors for like as a part of my.
Oh man, Rick. It's too bad that he had a little bit of a cooler on the previous hand, but there's the first Royal flush on Texas Card House
It was a weird
Live,
chill
Austin.
assignment.
Hey, got it
At
clear.
that point, we were
Hey,
just
honey, how'd
taking
you do?
patients
Well,
that like
I
sprained
better
their
hit a
ankles,
roll.
did something while they were in theater, and just screwed themselves up. But we worked at the Wounded Warriors, and
that's
after
when
I had to go back to
you can't talk to them about
Candyland, which I
poker.
hated. I just didn't like the dry heat. My skin,
The only
like,
question I get is, were you bubble
being
boy?
fair skinned, it just
asking
did
you
not
that.
work well for me.
Goodness
It's
gracious.
the worst fun I never want to have again in this hat. I just
Bubble boy? No, I'm not.
For any true mathematical poker fans out there, you know how rare that is.
Have you thought about doing anything else? Like, Yeah, I got friends that are over in.
Oh, like over.
What a hand for Rick.
Yeah, I actually had so whenever everything went down with Hamas and shit, I got called by one of my.
This is more northern.
Okay, but I had some buddies who called for some militia level.
I had to go tease Rick here a little bit. He thought he was out. He said he was walking. I have never had a Royal my whole life. I've only been playing poker 3.5 years. So.
Have only online, not in person, and I have seen 2 in person that were not me.
I've seen several.
And one was
that doesn't
right
count
here at
PLO
Texas
or
Card
Bomb
House. And the guy won an enormous pot along with TCH. Here we had a promo. So he was presented, I think, a few $100s in addition to what he won. So, yeah, that's pretty wild. We just saw a royal flush
Director of construction for real estate.
right here on the stream.
Yeah, I hang out.
I had a royal flush in a bomb pot.
I've done that in a bomb.
You feel a little dirty. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna win, but I think I chopped it too.
I saw that hundreds of times, and it's just like we're all going.
James got a nice hand. He's gonna raise it to 65. Cards really haven't gone his way today. And he makes a small raise, right? It's not a raise that's gonna get Kevin out of the hand, right? He's gonna 3-bet the
It's like a plan B.
If I can skip the dime.
Plan A.
aggressive.
Don't live forever. Plan
Should have made
B.
it a little
I've
bit
seen
bigger.
a lot of hands where both players are chasing the same flush, and they don't get there, which obviously makes sense. They're blocking each other, but
This is a tough spot here for Kevin.
This
He
is
does,
gonna be-
he does have a pair, so he's going to call any bet here. James, of course, is going to lead out with his top pair, good kicker.
Kevin can be sticky. Also depends on his perception of jams. He might just let this go.
I think he calls one street, $70. He lets it go.
Yeah.
Medical study that came out about it came from China, but the induced comas were actually the reason for it wasn't the disease that actually amplified it.
Hey, Griff says
Twice online.
and only in
I've never
Omaha.
played poker online.
Yeah,
It seems
I just saw that study.
Yeah.
Okay, you could play poker online in Texas, right, for money?
Yes.
Because I hear people
Not
talking about it.
every site, but you can a couple.
Let us know in the chat what sites.
She called me and I said, basically what she described as all the open shows.
Yeah.
Everybody come there now. I said, even in the cards.
I would imagine online I would be chasing every gut shot. It doesn't matter how much.
You know?
Yeah, for me it was a situation of like, do I want to be a hypocrite? Because when I was in the military, they stab you with 5,000 things. You don't even know what you're getting.
I know.
And so it's like, I don't want to be that guy. And to be on a federal installation, you had to have the
LV Coleman, happy late
And somebody
Turkey
asked me,
Day
"What
to
you worried
you
about
as
vaccine?"
well.
I'm like, dude, I had 7. Yeah. And then
LV, is that Las Vegas Coleman? I don't think I've seen you in the stream before.
That's a good point.
Las Vegas
one more
Coleman?
shot is just
LV, what does that say?
You're like, I got so much in me. I'm hoping it kills
I'm
us.
CP
Be
Dante.
The other stuff
Cedar
is
Brook
Leonard
Dante.
Victor
somebody I read
Coleman.
a study that
I think it's Las Vegas.
Probably.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking.
Yeah.
Now, if LV does stand for Las Vegas, you can't be a bad poker player. You can't call yourself
Yeah,
Las
yeah.
Vegas, whatever. You can't be Las
Vegas
Vegas
Coleman.
Kyle and be terrible
Yeah.
at gambling. No, I'm there for the shows.
Yeah.
You know, like I have only been playing poker for 3 years, 3.5 years.
Yeah, I know. It always
And-
amazes me.
And before that, I played a lot of other stuff. I went to Vegas all the time. Like once, because in California they have like it takes you an hour to get to Vegas. It's $100 round trip. So I'd go every weekend, and I would play every blackjack, all of it. I love craps. So ever since I started playing poker, I never play any of those games. I ain't got time for it. If you're in Vegas,
I've only played poker in Vegas a handful of times,
road trips,
but
next World Series.
yeah, I want to play the main event next year.
I went there
It's kind of a
last
bucket
World
list
Series
thing
and I
for me.
signed up and I got really sick. People don't know how helpful. I was supposed to be there for a week. I left the same day.
Oh wow.
I was really not feeling. I wanted my own. I wanted to be at my own place. I signed up. I didn't sign up for the main event. I signed up for another event. And I didn't get my money back.
Yeah, I
They were-
played some of the smaller events.
Yeah, it was like it was $1,000 buy-in, and I only really asked once. I could have got. I'm still gonna. I hadn't thought about it. But yeah, the first time I asked them, when I called them, they wouldn't.
But I wondered if did I lose a certain.
I was like, you
Yeah.
could tell they didn't play. I guess they already
I mean,
paid.
the taste was that.
Gotta play the man.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
His birthday. We had it.
Let's see. When I play online, Poker Stars and
Poker
GG
Stars and
Poker.
GG
Hey,
Poker.
Griff, what state are you in?
Yeah, let's,
Because I don't
make sure
think
of that. I know in California.
I don't
can't
think
do
you
it.
can play those in.
Texas, I know people.
Texas.
Well, people play. I hear them talking about online. I never really asked that question before, but
Yeah.
they probably should live here.
All right. Got a bomb pot going. 78% for
GG
somebody.
Poker is. They do the World Series of Poker now, right? 'Cause, yeah, I'm actually signed up with GG so I can watch all the World Series of Poker tournaments.
Set of 8s for Kevin. That's
He's got a boat.
both for Kevin.
No, he doesn't. He
I
needs
was
to
looking
pair. He
at
needs the board to pair.
percentages
He needs the board to pair.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a 10? So Uncle T has a 10.
No, he's way past.
Oh, he's got a 10 on the top board, which is actually
10
bad
no
for him.
friend.
Doesn't stop talking.
Uncle T have 4? I don't think so.
And it hates everything or loves everything.
Plus, Uncle T had the flush draw. Not that it seems good. Here. And Uncle T has a gutter on the top as well, so King will give him the nut straight here. Plus, he's got a 10. So Uncle T bets out here. Kevin's not going anywhere, but he doesn't really have anything. He'll need a queen to get it straight on top. Little does he know an ace or king will also do.
That little kid's gonna be like, how'd you pick my name? You'd be like, use the AI.
Yeah, the only two.
Chop pot.
Like, couldn't stop.
Nobody calls, so nobody did.
Yeah, and Kevin's not really betting there with his
hack it
boat
up.
because, again, this is everybody's in the hand, right? So 10-4, 10-5, and
Yeah.
all this. So when you have nothing on the top board, really.
Yeah, I mean, I had the glove draw and I had 2 over.
And I always see this in bomb pots, right? People explaining why they called or why. Everybody knows why you called. Everybody, you don't need to explain.
I think one of the, we've talked about this before, of course, on stream and otherwise, but I think for a lot of people, especially those that have not played bomb pots a lot, the biggest mistake you can do is to not adjust your idea of what a strong hand is. You know, 8's full of 10s, amazing, and no limit hold'em.
It's
In a
almost
bomb
the
pot,
nuts. It's almost the nuts.
you're beat by
half
a
the
lot
table usually.
of a run out.
I know
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just it. Just well, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I have a boat. Yeah, but it's like a bad boat.
Yeah, it's a bad.
If there ever is one, right?
You have a canoe.
You have
not
a boat,
not a
but
yacht.
somebody could have 10-4 offsuit and
Yeah.
beat you. So,
Yeah.
So it's just a lot different there.
A Griff says, not on the right wavelength, so I'm
North
I'm
of
gonna
the
go
border,
with Canada.
You've ever been to Canada?
I have been to Canada for a short time.
I went to, when I was young, I went to Windsor, which is right outside of Detroit. It's like a bridge.
Yeah, yeah. just north.
Just go across it.
Yeah.
I don't remember it as a kid, but
Hey Griff, what part of Canada?
it is Toronto, different than Montreal.
Artist up there in Texas from AI, but it was like
I was waiting for a rock to get started.
Didn't Montreal have a basketball team and then it moved to Memphis? Is that them? Somebody. I know I'm not a big basketball fan.
No,
Somebody.
Montreal lost
Vancouver.
the Expos.
No. Vancouver Grizzlies. Didn't they move to Memphis? I know one
Yes.
Canada team moved.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's Vancouver then.
The Vancouver, yeah, the Grizzlies went to Memphis. Yeah.
I've been to
They
Memphis.
used to have some big dude named Big Country something. He was a center. He was supposed to be good, but he wasn't that good. It's about
I know who
20
you're
years
talking
ago.
about. Oh, he's slow.
Yeah.
He was slow. They don't in today's game, and I'm not a basketball, so correct me if I'm wrong. They don't really use centers anymore. I mean, it's not that game anymore.
Yeah, it's
more fast,
everybody
athletic.
has to be able to
Yeah.
shoot. Yeah.
Everybody's from the
There's
point guard
no
to the
just
center is all
throwing it
6'9".
down low,
Yeah.
some guy posting up, and
So Shaq would not be.
or even like Hakeem Olajuwon.
He could play because he was more of an out. He's a perimeter guy too, right? And I know basketball back in the 80s and 90s.
He was closer to being in between, but yeah,
He
now
play like
there's
small
like
forward.
Wembanyama for the Spurs. He's 7'4". He shoots threes and can play down low. I mean, Giannis is kind of similar.
Yeah.
But I'm near Toronto, and yes, they're very different cities. Says A. Griff.
Yeah, I knew that Montreal was a French.
Primarily an English province.
Oh, sorry, it was all in a column. That
What's the better city?
It's a good
I don't know.
question.
I heard they're both great. I heard Toronto.
Yeah, I've heard.
Toronto.
Yeah,
I've heard
Toronto's the only place in Canada I've been, and it was very nice.
Yeah?
We opened a store there, a Microsoft.
I was there for work also.
Yeah. Microsoft did do really well there.
For Dell.
For Dell?
Tech.
I've worked with Dell a lot too.
Yeah.
Because, we sold Dell computers in the Microsoft stores.
Yeah.
You ever met Michael Dell?
Yeah. A few times.
I met Bill Gates.
I've never met him.
I've met Satya.
I've seen him at Dell's campus, but I've never met him.
Met Satya, who's now the current.
Just goes from.
And I met, God, what is the guy's name? He owns the Clippers now.
Oh,
What was his name? He was the second employee hired by Microsoft.
I can see his face.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank here.
Somebody in chat, who's the Clippers owner?
Who's the Clippers owner that worked for Microsoft? He was the second employee
Yeah,
ever hired.
I know. I can see his face.
It's killing me. I should ask my wife.
Somebody will chime in.
I got to do a one-on-one with him to have him improve certain things in the company.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the weird thing was he did not dress like a billionaire. I mean, I think he left in 14. He left Microsoft in 14.
Yeah.
He wore Dockers. I remember Dockers, Hush
Oh,
Puppies,
yeah.
and just this. I mean, it's just so unassuming, right? With his 10 bodyguards.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That are dressed in
Dr.
$3,000 suits.
Yeah. You don't need Gucci suits when you have 10 bodyguards and own a professional sports team.
Sorry about getting off on that tangent, guys.
It's all good. I think we missed 7-5 versus 10-5 or something. But here we go. On to hand 57. Why can't I think of his name, though? It's killing me.
If technology.
I know it's one of those things where now I'm trying to. It's like
Yes, of course.
What?
I'm not telling you. So let it. Steve Ballmer.
Yes.
Of course, now here. It's like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Ace deuce suited for big.
And then, of course,
back to
Bradley's
poker.
Steve Ballmer. Yeah, Steve Ballmer.
Bradley, thank you.
It's not too far from the soccer stadium.
He seems like a cool owner.
He had so much energy. It was.
He's doing it for fun and joy. I don't think he cares about how much money he makes.
He bought that for like over $2 billion.
I think it was more. I thought it was $4 billion.
I thought it was 2. Well, I think the Redskins sold for 6. Oh, sorry, Commanders sold for 6. But
they were that when they were sold.
They were there.
Yeah.
Queen 9's going to take it. I see a straight on the board. Is that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He doesn't bet.
How do I know?
He wins $30.
Yeah, he must not have it. He must not have it. He must have it.
In the box now we have Carolyn.
Yeah, I keep hiding my.
Who is an awesome dealer. He used to be the producer of the show. Back in the day. Super producer, Carolyn. For those.
Are you looking at
Walmart?
No.
Or do you have one already?
No, I have one.
That's what we have.
I like my phone. It's my 5th one.
Also a good player herself.
She's fundamentally sound, but she loves to have fun and splash around. And she can be uber aggressive if she thinks you're weak. So I always limp big hands to her, like 100%.
Yeah, you got it all in pre-flop and then just ran.
Bradley says, Steve Ballmer, he's the guy who sweats through his shirt during Microsoft presentation.
That's really him, right? I mean,
and-
So,
right, so he
to
does
the
sweat
best
a
of my
lot.
knowledge,
That is
We've
him,
seen that.
and also
it's never come up.
I guarantee you, Bradley, you've seen the video of he, Bill Gates, and a couple other executives doing really bad dancing
Losing to
at one of their
both cards played for both players.
conferences, and
Such a waste.
it's almost hard to
Such a
watch.
waste.
You should go back and watch somebody because he used to do the first commercials
Tell
for
me
like
Yeah,
Windows and
It was-
I
stuff
didn't
like
even
that.
notice at first.
Spectacularly bad.
Oh, no, hold on.
Cornell says Ballmer owns the LA Clippers. Yep, he does.
It was,
Can
it was
someone
a
ask
three-way all-in
Caroline if she wants to
pre-flop.
come
Like two
play a
short stacks.
ladies
So one of the
round
hands
of
didn't get
each?
tabled at first.
510 live stream tomorrow. Where would that be, Mallory?
Dallas. I will ask her. I'll send her a text, but I think she's working tomorrow. I'll ask.
Oh, Mallory said yep, in Dallas.
I played that stream a couple. It's been years though. Since it's tough to drive there 3 hours and then
last time. I was in Dallas.
1 round penalty.
Small pot here one with a pair of sixes, or two pair, I apologize. Yes, I remember those videos, Bradley. Yep, hard to watch, pretty funny also.
Uber does.
What?
Oh, here's me at Microsoft. You wouldn't recognize me.
Shut the bear suck.
Oh, wow.
I'm a PC, sure.
For those listening, Dante just showed me a picture of him when he worked at Microsoft. And,
The great equalizer.
well, you have a pronounced beard now, so if you cut the beard off, maybe I would.
Wow, I have.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, you're. Yeah,
I thought I had pictures of.
All right, we got ace 10 versus
C6 called. 7-fold, 8-fold.
not a whole lot. King 6. All right, King 7 suited calls. Tillman folded the robbery.
Yeah.
If you know poker, you know what I mean.
We've got a
And
different
the
rule
number
the
is
other day.
172
That's not.
somehow.
I knew going over the top. All right, let's do it.
Rick jams Jack 5.
Gambling. Let's do it.
All right.
And Big is going to come along and just roll the dice.
Whoa!
Actually has the best hand.
Damn! Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
5 wins for Rick. Rick is
Virtually playing well. Slot
building
power.
back after his cooler, then royal flush, and now double up. So he's earning it back the hard way here.
Mallory, is the ladies' event? Are you saying that's going to be streamed?
I didn't. What was your second? I didn't even. You said 5. What was your?
Jack 5.
Suited?
Nope.
Damn.
What?
That's gross. Anybody
Oh,
else?
did you?
Stu, I have to admit, I open the robbery pretty often just to make my image look looser so I can show it.
Via Dante.
Oh, no, 10 on, sorry. It looks like you put straddle 1.
Okay.
You put straddle
Mallory,
$1.
we did ask, and she is working tomorrow.
Yeah, hold on. All right, if full to Mikey calls. Raise 60. Yeah,
Stu, since you know what
Oh,
the
okay,
robbery is, I have to ask you, was it cheating or not cheating, in your opinion? So optimize, we got ace queen here, ace 10 for Rick.
He's got to
Couple
raise this
real
with ace
hands
queen
here.
here. He's got to raise it. Probably going to make it really chunky too.
Yeah, he made it, looks like
See, I know if I do this,
230.
I'm just gonna.
That's chunky. That's more
Or
than
290.
pot size. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That's a
Probably
tough.
going to clear everyone
Yeah, it's
out.
gonna work, but that's a tough sizing, right? Because what if he gets called? What hand's calling him that he beats, right?
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Oh, well,
Never.
the exact hand that he
knows more.
dominates.
He knows players better than
Rick,
I do.
I'm going to be honest. Rick deserves a 10 here, even though I'm a fan of Optimize as a person also. But
I would have flatted it, but you're jamming behind.
5.
needs a 10.
A 5.
Got chop outs. That's not it.
450
Well,
for
we appreciate- I think
Optimize.
Rick's going. We have a secret.
Well
We're
played.
gonna call it
Yes.
a night here. Always enjoyed watching. He just kind of really ran into it, huh?
Yeah,
I felt like that
yeah,
last
he
hand.
ran
He's
into
just
it
like,
once and-
nah, screw it. Ace 10. I'm going.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's not winning poker.
No, it's not.
Every time he was taking step forward.
Stu says in the chat,
time you
it's
download
funny. I
Jack
actually
Live
recently watched the stream again, and I can't say cheating, but something definitely seemed off. I agree with you, Stu. There was something weird
Single big blind in his hand.
about two people that never played high stakes before
You are not in
playing
the
on the
straddle.
same stream.
You're in the straddle position.
What are we talking about?
The robbery
He's a big blind.
with on the Hustler stream with Robbie Lou.
Oh, I thought you said robbery.
That yeah, well they called Jack for the robbery.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Yeah. I
Robbie-
heard. I was like,
Yeah. So anyway,
Would you call fold 30
not
and-
trying to cause any controversy here, but just personal opinion. It did smell a little bit, but I do still enjoy watching
Well, they
that
caught
stream.
one of the chip runners or one of the.
Yeah,
producers,
one of the
Whatever he
people
is.
that worked in the back of the house stole 15K off her
He,
stack.
he palmed it, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, there was a few things that were strange about that. But, hey, we play on a 15-minute delay here at TCH. And no cheating at TCH.
Order anything, James.
Mel,
and
the
then
producer,
save
just
them
looked
up
at me,
front.
said,
Pay for it.
definitely not.
Perfect. That's max
You want,
Yeah,
value.
you want to get the best value.
I've never seen any kind of cheating. Really, I got cheated once, and I was told about it afterwards.
Tell 'em, just say, hey, when you showed
Two
up.
friends. It was at a different
sent
club.
me, like,
Two friends were playing with a bomb pot, and two people were a pretty nutted hand.
No
And I
sauce.
lost both boards, and I'm like, well, how do you show up with? Why? What was the? You know, it did not make sense.
Yeah.
They changed cards with each
Figured it
other.
out. Black 10.
And
Yep.
another player saw it but didn't say anything, and then said something after those two guys. And I had left, and those two guys left, said something then, and they looked at the cameras, and then they told me. I'm like,
Yep.
I mean, it was life-changing.
Right. Yeah, I actually was cheated at a home game maybe 15 years ago. And net, this is sort of an endorsement for playing at Texas Card House, because you come here, you have professional dealers, staff, cameras. You can know everything's on the up and up. And, you know, if you win, you know you played well.
Yeah. Oh,
If you lose,
Uncle T
it was
flops
probably
his
on
set.
you. And hey, we finally got our first
Oh, look
small
at the acting. Did you see
set
now he
here.
improves to a boat. This is a lot different than PLO or Bomb Pot.
Unfortunately, Optimize has nothing to fight with.
He has no word.
There's a guy that was Yeah,
He's gonna call 50, but
Because it's the way he threw the chip as a guy.
yeah, still,
You're
just
not
gonna go
getting any-
check bet
Tell him that
fold.
we paid like 300 for it or something. The house.
Unless Optimize decides to get risky, he's not gonna call it. He might raise.
He can never call, right?
Yeah, he might raise.
If I had a Ferrari though, based on what he was telling me,
And if he raised, Uncle T's not going to re-raise him. So, because he's not going to call.
I'd be playing like
He lets
good boat,
Uncle T shows.
good boat.
Stu was saying he got cheated in a home game once 10 years ago. God, you guys have been playing poker a long time. You really should be better. No, just
Actually, I started 20 years ago. Yeah.
I actually was watching live streams before I started playing. Like
Oh, really?
like in what 2020, 2019 is when this stream came out, 2020, and that's when I started watching it. Then the World Series, poker, all that stuff. And I was like, cool. I actually moved here to play poker.
How you ordered by me?
Then I started flying to Vegas and learning how to play.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh, you are?
I've never. Why not? I've never said this before out loud, really, but in 2005,
Transaction check.
I was ranked top 10 in the world on Poker Stars.
No, I
Tournament.
tried. It's very hard to go there.
Really?
Yeah. And then I didn't play for about 15 years. And then I found TCH and have enjoyed it since. Yeah, they used to have these tournament rankings that were global.
The only
They have rankings now in like
been
in-
Afghanistan, Germany.
Yeah,
They
Hendon
don't
Mob.
capture all the tournaments.
I'm more of a cash player, so my Hendon Mob is like, I'm like the 10,000th winningest player in Texas history or something.
I'm not very
But
Well, I did notice on Hindemon they don't have all
yeah.
the stats on it. They don't have like all the.
yeah, it does. It only shows the ones that have certain buy-ins.
I have not looked at mine.
No, you said you got maximum. So
Stu
that's something
says
from
this thing
playing.
was on my list for sometime next year. Stu, you're definitely welcome to play. I think that's what you mean.
All right, we got a new player in 6-2.
Can
What's the name?
sign up with Poker Atlas.
ANU. Okay. And how much you coming in for? 1,000. Got it?
Close that.
Okay. You're welcome.
Search player.
Send up.
Check this. Oh, I am in here. I'm ranked 2,400, 2,000, I'm 242,000.
You ever had those red curd or
Yeah.
red bean curd desserts?
Does it show you the
Snacks?
best live cash? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yours is quite good.
Not really.
For the listeners,
Look at three
we're looking
tournaments.
at Dante's Hendon Mob.
3 tournaments
If
on
you're
it.
not familiar with Hendon Mob, it follows the bigger buy-in tournament caches that a player has.
No, they have like a bean.
What I'm seeing is
Yeah, they
Dante has a cash of $16,000 in a tournament.
All right. Yeah. 5 players.
Quite nice.
My
Here's
first tournament.
but it's like a sweet.
I remember
like
the
a
story.
dessert.
Yeah,
it's true.
it's pretty amazing.
That's the only reason why I know about
It's a
Hindemon
little
because
sweet
everybody kept
buns
asking
filled
me.
with like a sweet.
Like, what's a Hindemon?
Yeah.
That's all.
There was something like That's all the way to Tom. You got 25.
All right, Uncle T Flop.
Yeah, if you go to like dim
Top
sum,
pair
you
here.
have 'em.
Backdoor flush. No one has. I guess
And
Anu.
New has
Anu's a new player.
gutter.
It's got a gutter with a backdoor
Fold, fold,
straight flush draw.
fold.
I always look
Yeah?
for like the nut. Like, what am I going for here?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's one of them. That's one of them. You're not going to hit your card. That's one of them. And Uncle T's going to let him get there. No.
Check, check.
Uncle T is going to win $100 here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of smaller pots here tonight. No one really to get frisky. Now that Rick left, it's going to be.
Yeah, the biggest spot was, unfortunately for Rick, that cooler with Ace King versus, what do we have, a set?
Ace Jack. 2 pair.
Oh, right.
He rivered that.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
was 10-10 ace, 4,
Yeah.
and then jack.
Yeah, that's a tough
I can
one.
remember that, but I can't remember my anniversary.
Just in time, Kevin.
I just know my wife's not watching this.
Can't wait.
Yeah, when is my anniversary? It's in the summertime. I remember. I got married during. I've been with my wife for 13 years, 12 years, but we only got married in 2020 during COVID, and we had to do it like.
Oh, you
Online.
can't proof
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and then just make sure you're
I wore a suit.
Fold.
I wore shorts
Shorts and a
because it
suit
was
top.
just they were just sitting there.
Yeah, it just looks
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Raise 45.
We got, I won't get it. He teased me with that 99 tonight. Oh, I think we're talking about the
You don't play
loyalty
this, do you?
point. I have played, and typically I run pretty good.
Oh, I run. Oh, Dad there with queens.
Oh, and aces for Uncle
Oh,
T.
this is going to be brutal.
Here we go.
160. He's going to bet big.
Raise.
Oh, man.
He goes 150.
Both of them have about 1K.
Is this happening?
Uncle
Is
T.
Uncle T's- Look how quick he set back up.
Look at Uncle T's face.
All in.
He just jams
That's
now.
not the move there.
What time is it supposed to start?
I mean, I guess he could find a fold.
He
because
folds.
No, he doesn't.
Start at
That's still in there.
I had a
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you can never fold.
Yeah. No, you can't fold, but I mean, what a brutal spot.
Let's show, make it more
What
exciting.
you got?
Show one.
Damn. Damn.
Ooh,
Oh, for a minute.
it was a little scary.
Oh, they're doing it twice. That's going to be a mistake.
Uncle T gets it all. Hey,
Dad was playing solid all night. Really was. He wasn't getting out of line.
yeah,
He
he's
just ran
really
into a
played
cooler
well.
there.
Maybe.
There's nothing you can do there. Somebody not open, but jams like that. You can't just fold queens.
And
9,000.
9,000. Yep, 9,000.
9,000 is good.
1,046, but he's got 9.
Very nice pot for Uncle T there, our friend, occasional commentator.
Have to be you, Thomas. Have to be you.
He'll be with you next Monday, right, Dante?
And I will say, I think my advice still stands.
4 blackjack.
Never go all in with a queen in your hand. I'm just.
Yeah.
That's going to sting. I mean, played so solid all night.
Yeah.
I only have an
just-
hour left, and
12.
Yeah, you run
it's
that
tough.
into aces.
It's tough.
I mean,
I think with kings you're not going to fold, but these two have played together. Although they play different types of games, I think
One ball the king
you can
came,
get away
double
with
ball the
queens
jack
and
came.
he jams there. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it?
well, yeah, I
Also
mean,
don't have jacks or
considering
kings.
player types,
Especially against you.
I think it
Listen.
is somewhat possible to fold queens there.
Like I probably fold to Tom with queens. That's what I'm saying. I probably fold to you with queens because I think you're a nit. Just, you're not. You've actually.
Yeah.
I thought you were a nit until like bluffing with 7 deuce off. But anyway.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I think with Uncle T, maybe you can. Personally, I've folded kings pre-flop one time, and I was right. It was here at TCH. But,
Call, fold.
you know, I think the other factor that we have to acknowledge here is that when you're playing on stream, you don't want to look like a nit or be embarrassed. And you know that nobody's going to blame you for getting it all in with queens.
No, I
But-
think most players call that, and that's okay.
Yeah,
They
most
probably
players,
should
yeah.
call that. I'm just saying
All right, we're going to do a bump
the odds aren't really with you to call it. It's such an overbet.
Basically, your only hope is you're against
king.
ace king,
He's not having
and you're
anything
still
worse.
only 50%.
I mean, he's either ace
So-
king.
Yeah.
We say this all the time. Is he going to do this with jacks? Never.
No.
Is he going to do it with tens? No. Ace king?
Right.
Probably not even ace king. Not him, right? So kings or aces. So you're really hoping for 1 out of 3 hands, and so now you're only going to win 33% of the time, but yet you're going to put another $800 to win.
Yep.
So it's just
Super with you on
Yeah, the
this.
math just isn't. It's a tough one, right? Because queens is so strong. That's the third best hand.
Yeah.
But still, it's,
Yeah, basically, it's if you're the 3 hands you're against are ace king, kings, and aces.
you
And
block
2 of
nothing of
them,
those.
2 of them you have 88 or
80%.
12%.
Yeah.
I'm
More
sorry,
than 1 day notice
18%
left, yeah,
chance
for
against,
sure.
and 1 you have 50. So if you add that all up, it's
Yeah.
it's well
And
below
now what are the-
50%.
And then you got to look at the pot odds, right?
Yeah.
He well bet over that.
Yeah,
But anyway,
but I mean,
I think you're
you know,
supposed to. Just such a strong hand.
for the record, we're not criticizing the play. I mean, he had pocket queens. You go with it sometimes.
James does have the nut hearts here on top and top pair. He's also got a gutter here. James has got a lot of this going on. He's going to just check. And you'll see people with flush draws and these bomb pots always checking. Check call, right? But in Hold'em, you see them bet. Bet their flush. That's the big difference, right?
Yeah, nut flush draw for James.
No, he's going to pot it, though, because he's got a lot of equity on both boards here. He's got top pair. On one board, he's also got a gutter here for a straight, and he's got a gutter for the other.
He's got a big
Sorry, I forgot you called. I was like, there's no way it's
Oh, set of forest for Uncle T. I hadn't seen that just yet.
It's too fast.
You never loving the bottom set, though.
No, bottom set is not exciting.
Unless you can block some of the others, like ace or
in the
jack.
bomb pot.
Yeah, you're just.
I was so prepared for it that when you said something else, I was like, no way. There's no way.
Jacks here. I know. It looks like Uncle T folded a strong hand. He had a flush draw, plus he had a pair. I would have folded too.
100%, I would have folded. Yep.
Because there isn't a card you'd really like unless it's 4 again, right?
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
7 comes up, it just no cards you like. So
you're basically hanging on, praying that it's good, and that's not a spot you want to be in a bomb pot.
Yeah. So someone's saying the TCH logo looks like Batman.
I actually know what you mean.
I'm more of a Marvel fan. I'm a huge commentator.
Actually, I think it's a. I actually asked somebody this when I first started playing here. When you look at the TCH logo, do you see the suits or do you see the X sort of?
Suits.
First. See, I see the X. I don't see the suits. I have to adjust my brain to see the spade, the diamond, the club, the heart. It's a cool logo, though.
I just know that because someone told me that.
Yeah.
Check, an almost bet, and a fold.
Who said that? TCH? Hallie, so you see the dark part before you see the suits? Hallie in the chat.
You really got to look close
or
at
Haley.
them, right? You got to really. That's the only reason I know, right? You got to look close at it. You got. Don't look at the.
Oh, I can see it.
You got to look at the white part.
My brain defaults to the dark part, which is kind of funny. I have no idea why.
It says a lot about you.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm looking at the white part.
That's probably true.
The straddles. We haven't seen a lot of straddles either, so that hasn't really pumped up the game like we normally would.
Yeah.
We always see double straddles, especially the last couple hours. We always see the straddle, we always see double straddles. We're not really seeing that tonight.
So Jeffrey's with me in the chat. Never noticed the suits, just thought it was some design. We're with each other, but if you look at it, the suits are there.
I only know that because someone told me a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know who that was.
She brings it for you, she picks it up before.
I remember the first bomb pot I played here, and I was sitting with Carolyn. She was playing as well. She had to explain to me all the rules. I'm sure everybody at the table loved that. Oh, yeah. He doesn't. And we're going to get a really monotone flop here. You got all spades here. Dad's got the nut draw with him with the ace of spades. So I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he missed a bet.
Pair of nines for Kevin now is the best hand.
I love this. I love this. Kevin's going to recognize that he just took the lead there on the turn.
Do they do share tips here? No share tips here, right?
For the front desking page.
So Dad's looking for an ace or a spade.
Does not get it.
I know how you feel, Dad. I never hit my flush either.
Check, show, yeah. Kevin
is a really
Kevin's
good player.
so good.
He's one of those players I talked about. I have no shame in getting. Now he's one of those players. If it's just him, I'll split. But if it's a bunch of Kevins, I
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
would not playing because
This guy comes in.
incredibly balanced player, very skilled. Took down a huge tournament the other day. Or last
Exactly.
last month.
Yeah.
Compliment you 5 minutes.
And he's not even a
He's not any tournament
tournament specialist necessarily, but
Just a poker ninja.
he is a poker
New
savant for
policy,
sure.
to be fair.
Junior used to feed us dinner.
Like he's straddling.
Ali says, "Is he dark first?" Am I the only one that sees the white first?
Yeah, remember when they used to bring the little
No,
strips in?
so far it's me, Jeffrey, and Haley
Yeah, then COVID happened.
to see
and they didn't want to do shared
the
food.
dark first, but
Oh, aces again. Now the big hand.
oh, okay.
Aces have not lost yet, so it's Big's turn. He's going to raise it 35. Again, I'd like a bigger raise.
Oh, that's more than they used to do. So you got the upgraded treatment.
Call here. No problem is you're going to get a lot
Yeah,
of
they're
calls.
supposed to like lock around there.
Tillman with 9-10 is pretty good. Oh, and we got jacks.
That
Brand
raise
new.
really saved Big because we were going to go 5 ways to the flop, and I guarantee aces don't hold. But
Oh, he just jams.
That's-
1.2K.
yeah, he's going to lose his. He's going to lose his opponent here. He's going to lose his victim here.
I mean, that looks very, very strong.
Oh.
He calls?
Just this is kind of going back to the queen thing. Kind of the
Yeah.
same thing, right? I mean, what is he showing up here when he raises all in like that? We are being passed a note here, like it's school. Let's take a look. Tillman. Oh, okay. 76. Okay. Oh, no worries. Wow.
Set of aces. Wins both
Yeah,
boards.
I never criticize play. Right? I just don't. But
Yeah.
you got to ask yourself, what's he doing that with? Is he capable
Yeah,
of? And there are crazy players out there. No one ever jams bluffs. Right? It never happens.
No, he plays during the day.
I guess same thing, right? Except in this instance versus the queens, this is jack, so you have another pair that's bigger than yours, right? That could jam. So
And if they were, quote, squeezing, the best scenario for you is they have ace king or ace queen, which you're only flipping against.
he's not, and he's never
Yeah.
squeezing because he was the initial raiser.
Yeah.
So he's
It
got.
just,
Got it.
He's so
Okay,
nice
cool.
too. He's humble.
yeah.
I don't know if he's coming back here. I think that was his one hand.
Yeah.
Big blind.
Well,
Jim Lamar.
he's like,
He's a
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm
No,
wrong.
big blind. Big blind.
No problem.
oh, okay.
He still drives here.
He
or
drives
walks?
here every day.
Yep.
Yeah. That is.
I think that's going to be it for on.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
mine.
Anu. And On's the second. But Anu's going to. I've seen him
Celebrates
around
birthday here
before.
every year.
Yep.
Cake, you'll love the shit out of it. Always get a
Gets
slice of cake.
balloons and
He always
cake.
says
He's
the
the
same
only
thing to
person
me.
who gets a birthday.
He always,
cake.
he always says, this is
That's
really
his
nice
part
of
right
you."
there.
Yeah, he's got a special, you see
Colonel-
Colonel James, that's
Colonel
his,
James.
Oakley, that's his call sign. He was at F4.
Corey here with his suited ace.
Yeah, he has a
All right,
call
so I'm going to
sign.
take a little break right now.
He was shot down pretty early. 6.5
Dad here.
Somebody gave me the
I like this raise from Dad. I don't like him. He's been calling just a lot here. I much prefer to see a raise out of him. It's a very small raise. 45 more to Corey. And let it go. Wow, nice read. Very small raise.
I'm like, Jim,
Yeah,
you're gonna
Knows
get
he's
this.
beat.
Every year.
God comes back. It's like in the Air Force, there's Henry Irwin. Yeah, he was decorated. Like my last name's Irwin, so people associated. I wondered. I was like, no, and there's no relation. Yeah. So and he got shot up and all sorts of stuff happened to him. I forgot what they called that man little. Remember the old like the ball on some of those? Yeah, the turret, like ball turret. So I think there was a story about him manning the turret whenever someone went down, if I recall. I mean, it's been a long time, but just really, really impressive stuff. Makes a lot of the other things look sheepish almost. Oh yeah, like yeah. So
some of those guys just have it. I mean, I wanted to be a PJ. I went through the indoctrination course, but I couldn't get past it because
I've
my
seen
joints.
a lot of
Because it's just all
strong
calisthenics.
hands
All
here.
you're doing
We are
is
in the
10
straddle
weeks
now.
of running, and
He's going to bump it up here and try to
whole
squeeze
bunch
from
of
the
other
straddle. He does have king
things,
suited, so really strong hand here. He's going to call
Ever would have learned about
8-7 off here, just defending his initial call. For heads up here, 8-7 versus king queen suited. Ooh, this is an action, well not two action, right? We have backdoor, straight, and second pair for big, and 2 overs with the flush draw. The second nut flush draw. He's going to lead out here, and Big is going to make the call with the second pair. Hopefully he can get some straightening cards in there. That is one of them. That is one of them. So now Big has an up and down, it looks like. So any 4, any 9 gives him a straight. He has a pair. He's going to miss out here, but he's still ahead. Corey will have to really make a healthy pot-sized bet here to take this away, I would think. I'm just seeing on the news feed that Christian McCaffrey's out for the season. I'm kidding. I have a San Francisco 49er fan. One of the dealers here walked into the production room here. So most people know I'm an Eagles fan, and we get to play the 49ers. Hold on one second. I can make it. I can turn it on right now. I can turn it on right now. The door's open, and we're gonna. I'm gonna put the camera on it here. We have someone who wants to say hi. One of the dealers here. There you go. All right, you see this? Eagles, 49ers, right? So right? No. It is game of the week, no matter what. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, well, you would win that, but I'm weak as hell. But the Bills and the Eagles were the game of the week. Yeah, this is a strong team. You always see really strong teams lose 3 in a row. Last month? You make it sound like it's the first week. But those teams were all like undefeated when they played you, right? Well, Cincinnati's, it was a tough one. Ooh, Joe Burrow, man. No, I guess you have to worry about the Bengals now in the Super Bowl. That sucks. It's like Cleveland is a strong team, but no Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
I just know exactly what he's going to fucking do.
Yeah. The only thing that concerns me is you'll have extra days off, but you have to travel all the way to the East Coast, right?
Every time I call,
well, there's always every time Seattle travels, they lose. It's the same West Coast.
2 bumps down though, as far as good or bad or indifferent.
All right, we're gonna get back to the game. All right. Okay. Let me get the game. Sorry about that, guys. We were just having fun with one of the dealers. Might have seen him on the stream here occasionally. All right, so we have Dad with nothing. Optimize is going to try to get some value from his ace.
Wait, you can't just immediately win it though. That's what happened last time.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, once it's gone from there, it's gone from everyone's memory.
Optimize is slowly chipping up here.
That's true too, but
We've got Tom and Big here doubling up with their aces. Aces, big pairs have been holding up unless they run into bigger pairs.
Speaking of burgers, good burger too. Yeah. I heard it was terrible.
Good burger one was cult classic?
It's called classic, yeah.
I mean, it's just a nostalgia thing.
Looks like Seat one's going to eat some food here. That's the great thing about playing poker. You can just have food delivered to
Diamonds in the mug.
you. And they'll bring it to your table here, which is a nice little feature
Well,
they
no,
do.
a cult classic. You ever heard of The Room? The movie The Room. It's one of like the worst
All right.
pictures ever.
So 5-6 is the nuts.
It's this guy Tommy Wiseau could never
We've
get
got
cast.
everybody
in
with
Hollywood.
2 overs.
So,
The 10
he
comes
made
in,
his own
brings in
movie.
the spades.
It was terrible.
Big does
People
have
ended up, like,
the
loving
king of
it,
spades, and
and
Uncle
it's,
T
like,
has the
now
queen of spades. So I
always-
think those two will still be continuing.
Yeah,
Plus,
it's
Dad
a-
has
it's
an
a
open
classic.
ender. But the flush already got there, so.
And it's kind of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like they're like people do they have certain aneurysms throughout the film.
All right, so
So like if they see like there's like
nobody
spoons
with
like
a
all
pair.
over
The
the place. So
king
when you see a
jack
spoon,
is
you yell at the
head
screen,
here.
spoon, and it
He's
always
gonna put a little
shows.
feeler out. That should actually
and
win the
then
pot.
so he always shows like there's always these cut scenes in between, and it's like
Nice
okay,
cut.
we get it, you're in San Francisco. So anytime you see that transition, it's like meanwhile in San Francisco, like the whole crowd would chant it. It's a cool experience. I love it. Anytime they play it at a theater, smoke a little bit, and just go watch it. It's not something you watch just leisurely, like at home, unless you're just insane.
So it's
No, so the room so the premise is this guy's wife, fiance, cheats on him, and it all takes place in his house. So the budget was it was like $6 million, but you could tell like what did they spend $6 million on? It's a terrible set, terrible acting. It's just like they made a movie called The Disaster Artist based on The Room with James Franco and his brother Dave Franco. It's based on Tommy Wiseau.
Sorry,
Tommy
just
Wiseau
on the
has
table.
this weird
Chat, we're
accent,
talking
but he
about some
says
movies
he's from
here.
Louisiana. He's like, I'm from New Orleans.
Franco.
But that's
All right, we have,
like, it's like
we
that
have Dad
accent's not-
G here with
You're like
Jack
somewhere
10
in
off.
Europe.
He's going to come in
But-
and actually raise it.
Yeah,
We've got
it's
Kevin here.
He-
A little bit better hand there. He's going to 3-bet this. Tillman normally would play the 5
Well, so he has all this money, but nobody knows where he got his money.
He's just going to take it down.
It's the whole shtick, dude. It's crazy.
Maybe it wasn't 6 million.
So I'd say watch The Disaster Artist first, because that's going to pique your intrigue. Like, what the hell? Because it's a movie based on them making The Room. So it's like what do they call that? Like, what's the term? Not a mockumentary, but whatever.
Documentary.
Well, it's not a it's not a documentary. It's based on a true story. Yeah, it is based on a true story.
Fictionalized.
Good night,
they
Martin.
have-
Thanks for hopping in again. Appreciate you always coming in and
Disaster
supporting us. Oh, is that a thing of sushi over there?
But yeah, it's Tommy Wiseau's the man.
Is the production like Napoleon Dynamite production?
It's worse than that. It's worse than that.
Which production?
It's
I
worse
think
than that.
Dad's going to call this.
Worse than
It is worse. I'm telling you. Look up.
Brother through the woods with a handicap.
I'm telling you right
That's
now.
a perfect spot to squeeze there. From the small
I'm telling you right now, it's worse. Because Tommy Wiseau wrote the movie in like a day.
Oh,
produced
this
it,
could
did
be
all
deep.
that,
Oh,
right?
this is going to be.
And
They
it's
both flop
it's
top here.
bad.
There is
Like,
clubs. Big
Make
has
a movie
the
like
only
that
club
and be like, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna take the box office percentage deal. Like, if you're like the actor and it's like, I don't really want any money, but if this thing blows up, I want 5%.
Kind of like what what's his face did
Me
with
too,
Star
you're probably
Wars,
better.
right? He gave all the movie rights away, but he kept all the merchandising rights. The guy who created
The
I
draw,
don't know
man.
if it's there.
Check. You won't see a lot of bluffing. They got showdown value here.
Yeah, just look up the Room movie scene on YouTube, and you'll see some of the most ridiculous shit.
It's not an uncommon thing to do.
Whoa, drummer boy rolled. I've never seen 100 rolled. That is
There's good movies
amazing.
out now.
Well done.
I haven't seen a good movie in like 15 years.
As soon as Marvel and DC came out,
Everything's shit. Well, I think that Interstellar was probably the last great movie I watched.
And honestly,
That's Christmas
Oppenheimer was
Could
I
optimize
haven't
here.
seen Oppenheimer.
Barbie. I like Barbie.
I
I
like
watched Barbie
both.
instead with my
like
daughter.
How you doing?
I thought they were
We're
both
just
very
gonna fold
good.
I like
this.
both.
Most likely.
What?
What's that?
Someone rolled
It's good,
100.
actually.
He just said I liked
Never
Barbie.
seen that.
First of
Tell
all,
him
there's
Kyle
a crime.
here. Getting him updated. No damage.
100. Wow, I have never seen
Texas.
this.
I've had several people tell me that, and I'm like,
Tillman's going to play his queen 10 off. Seen a lot of queen 10 offs here.
Drummer boy.
Interstellar was a movie I watched like.
That's my favorite
Holiday season?
song. That's my favorite.
Me too.
Get out of here.
Seriously.
I love that song. Like
everybody loves that song.
Yes.
hold on one second. We have a comment.
I think I watch it every time I'm on a play.
That's the best holiday song.
It's a good one.
It just lets me know it's holiday song.
Interstellar, space travel.
I pick Mel as more of a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Did you see
Kind of more childlike.
everything?
Okay, so for those listening, we're asking,
Frosted, that's the same.
we're asking producer Mel her favorite holiday song. Mel. So what is the answer?
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman from Mel.
Jamie Lee Curtis is
They animated.
Put in the chat your favorite holiday song.
Band together.
Yeah.
Like now, like when we drive
I
around.
took Charlie to see it.
You play Christmas music in the car when you're driving around?
You know, I'm a crier. So like, it's
yes.
emotional for me.
You cried in Trolls.
I cry.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I really do.
I'll do a lot of driving.
It's just like because I have 2 kids, man.
Usually when I'm driving in the
Watching
car,
my
I
daughter
listen
laugh
to
and giggle and
podcasts,
smile.
but yeah, holiday music is nice.
What's a 95.5
That's it. I thought you were going to say like 19.
Who?
No fear in expressing.
Are there still radio stations?
But I mean,
Spotify.
So we just learned that our producer Mel,
That's a
is
little too
into-
much, Mel.
she's from the Pleistocene and she still listens to radio.
Oh yeah. A-list of the
95.5 apparently is
I've
good holiday music.
Here we go. All right, Dad with the jack.
I mean, I had an ace.
That's a
but
really
ace
that
nine,
was a good one.
Well, winning $27 with jacks is the most profitable way jacks have been played
And
tonight.
I think it's a lot of yeah, that's true. I think it's the player type, right?
Yeah.
When Dad makes that free bet,
Let's see. There's a multiverse.
he's really popping.
there's
right.
like family drama.
Some other players make it free.
No,
Yeah,
not really though. That's not how I would describe
No,
it.
but they-
But yeah,
You know that he's not doing
yeah,
that.
it's just so good. You just have to watch it.
It's really
Like
good.
like a romance?
No, no.
And I don't want to put down players who are like that, like
No, of course not.
Sci-fi.
they actually win them, are consistent winning, right?
Like it's
Yeah.
Consistent.
literally
It's
every
just, you just
game
never
is
make
actually
it in
where
the box.
There's like it's goofy.
This is some
It
setup.
was nominated for tons.
It's fucking goofy.
It's funny, but it's like super heartfelt. And then there's like action and sci-fi in it at the
Just
same
watch
time.
around here with the
It's so
suited
good.
queen.
You should watch the new Loki too. That shit with Marvel,
Why
they
not?
corrected it. It was good on Disney Plus.
A lot of
Oh, the new one?
Loki's so bad.
These have been some of the smaller pots we've seen. On TV. I love the raise there. It's
Yeah, I know.
nice, nice sizing.
It's pretty good.
If he gets called, he knows he's in bad shape. He's going to get flush.
Optimize folded the robbery. There's no, yeah, exactly. He's gonna win.
Yeah, it's either
right there. $50, no sweat.
Hawaii, but like the first scene is like
Ooh, Frank says Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Frank, and
That's funny.
by the way, by Willie Nelson.
7 days earlier.
Goes back.
And
That's
I'm only like
that's an all-time.
Are you a Hallmark
sure.
everyone is just awful.
Am I a what?
Hallmark?
Awful.
Not really. My favorite Christmas movie is
Season 2
probably
somehow like
Elf.
better.
They're both great.
I'm sorry.
That's not my favorite.
It, or what's the one that
It's so insane.
the Phil House guy was in?
And the musical
Full
score.
House.
Totally transformed.
This HBO.
He was in a famous Christmas
What network?
movie.
It's HBO.
What's the premise on this?
You're talking about the guy who just died?
Just-
Passed away?
No,
You're following
Yeah, Bob
along,
said-
like, five
no,
different groups that go to
something
Hawaii,
Allen.
But the opening scene is like the body being.
Yeah,
loaded
he
on
see.
the plane.
Oh, did I say Full
Improvement.
House?
Oh,
I meant
yeah,
Tim
Santa
Allen.
Claus.
We heard somebody died
yes.
there.
That's
Not
a good
Santa
movie.
Claus, but the Santa Claus.
7 days earlier.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good movie, right?
Across and
Yeah, I loved. Well, I mean, I like the classic.
awful.
I like Scrooge.
I don't know if you knew this, but that filmed during COVID.
Oh no shit.
Which is the reason they're in the
I
hotel
did?
the whole
Yeah.
time. And when they filmed it,
We got a Mariah Carey vote here. Song got a cool Christmas
So there's no
upbeat.
scenes outside the hotel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's all shot. This was
I actually.
That's pretty cool.
That's exactly what it is.
family, like mom, dad, teenage. Yeah, that's been a good one.
Oh,
Wait, is Jason Bateman in that one, or is he in the one?
greatest
he's on the other
Christmas song
He could have been in there.
All I
but
Want for
he's
Christmas.
is
Ozark.
Last Christmas by Wham.
Well, they're not the first person to say that song. You know, to read it.
There was somebody before Wham?
So a movie I did rewatch recently.
But
Jumped to 33.
that song
Because
was Vader.
since then it's
starting to
that
understand
Maybe
the
that's
story
it.
a lot
Maybe
more.
maybe somebody else. Well, I've heard so many
That whole
renditions.
dynamic.
I think Wham was
When
the
I
first
saw
one
this
to
before,
do
yeah, I
Last
think I was
Christmas.
23,
But
24, came out like 10
we're
years
getting a
ago.
lot of
It
thumbs
wasn't
ups
clicking.
and
Now it
downs, and I'm
clicks.
not.
Because he's like doing
Rena.
the prostate exam to himself.
Oh,
Rena?
man.
He did
He
one.
might be doing it.
Yeah, he's got the mirror and his wife walks in. He's like, "Hey, can you hold the mirror? Can you help me
Dude,
out?"
Elf.
So that was just
Okay,
like a mirror.
some laughing faces.
Well, he's
I'll
got
take
his
that
legs
as
in the air,
a endorsement.
and he's trying to make sure he gets the right spot.
It's like self-stirrup.
He's spread eagle.
Die Hard.
trying to see what's
One of the
going-
best
Or he has like a, I don't know, something. He thinks he has a
And
lump.
yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There are Christmas
Oh, I have
lights.
heard that.
There
Yeah,
are
that's
Christmas
actually
lights and a
Christmas
tree.
movie.
Home Alone is a Christmas. It's during
Probably a top
Christmas.
five actor.
They go on vacation for
Jim
Christmas.
Carrey's up there.
Oh,
man.
Jim.
That's the second movie I ever saw in a theater.
He's happy with who he
Wham.
is.
There you go.
For those who can't see, I'm raising my hands high.
And my head's down.
Yes.
I'm dejected.
You know Jim Carrey.
Tillman wins a small pot here with
Jim
the
Carrey.
Oh, the old. I thought you were talking about somebody recent.
They're good.
His comedy stuff from the 80s is
Comment
insane.
from Mel for those who couldn't hear.
I mean, I wasn't
Likes
alive,
the
I mean, I watched him when we
Pentatonics
colored
rendition.
He was
And
on
would
that.
do that
Yeah.
fire-
They
Fireman
do.
Fred.
Yeah, all their
Fireman
Christmas
Bill.
stuff
Yeah,
is
yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
I mean, that
We're noticing.
Cascada is who I was trying to think of that does Last Christmas, the modern version. And it's not bad. I just like Wham better because I'm an old man.
Raise 15.
I'm way older than that. I was in high school when Wham came out. In the 80s.
Yep, I was born in the 80s.
Anybody else? Maybe I would
She was born in 82.
This one
83.
I was born in 69.
It's 4.
You were born in 81? You're 42.
That's when my sister was born. Yeah.
Caviar might just be
My
sturgeon.
wife was
No,
any
no,
gray hair.
no. No, that's sturgeon.
Well, I'm saying
I
you
was
get
gonna
gray
say,
hair.
it's, I think
Like
it's
salmon would be
2
rough.
years she's gonna bring gray.
And those little guys
I
are
don't have any gray
flying
hair
fish
either.
or tabiki or something like that.
See, I have naturally red hair, and so
Which is
for
the
the
natural
first,
defense for gray hair.
so for the first, for the first time in my life, I'm happy about getting gray hair because now it's not red.
10 and
It's
20.
eroding
So if you ever
the
see something
ginger.
out there, it's like, what's tabiki?
You know what I mean?
My little flying fish poppers.
It's only a win. Oh wow!
People think I drag my
Like
hair's
super
not
tiny,
gray.
that's the flying fish. That's a tabiki. They're like pea-sized.
I
like
think
a-
you
that'd be-
straighten your beard.
Yeah, what we're talking
Okay.
about.
With beard oil.
Oh okay.
Show me.
It's almost
is it the size of
naturally
a pea
straight as it is. It just
Or
grows.
a BB.
Little
When
bit.
it was shorter, it was really gray, but now
Yeah.
it's getting
It was
heavier.
on your testicle, or you getting it checked
I've had
out?
a beard that long one time.
Is that double straddle?
This is the only time I've ever had a beard.
I'll go back to the game.
Never had a beard. until COVID.
Hey,
That's not.
I totally agree with Samson. When you shave it off, you feel weaker.
What does it say on the container?
Let's see. Give us some poker questions in the chat here. Would love to comment
Not
on
put carrot in
that.
the yellowtail. Nobody's putting
We
carrot
do
in
have a
the
Monday night football game tonight, and I just saw that quarterback for Minnesota threw 4 interceptions.
Dobbs?
I had one of my
No,
favorites.
that's it.
Wow.
I'm just gonna double
He had
check.
started off hot. We got a flush draw for Corey here. Middle pair for Tillman.
It's in the 4th quarter and it's 9-3.
Now Corey improves flush draw and second pair.
Usually when
And
I get
it's
a roll,
9-3,
pile
Chicago versus Minnesota, and Dobbs has thrown 4 picks. Wow.
Nobody played that defense.
That's not a good stat line. Oh, and to get the flush for Corey,
And
who
add you and Victoria was how y'all met.
was ahead after the turn.
My wife was kicking
Yeah, he's
herself.
not getting paid though.
We got
I mean,
so
maybe.
Yeah, he's not going to get paid, especially
Yeah, we tend to do that.
Tillman knows when he's behind. He's
I think that because when we told
definitely
y'all,
not
we were wrapping up the bill, and then we went outside with the kids.
Brina, good having you in the chat. Thanks for your comments.
Bye, Rena. Have a good night. We're almost done. We got like 30 minutes left.
Yeah, hand 83. We'll probably get to 95 or so.
How
She
long
left
ago?
as my girlfriend. I proposed a couple months after that. She was
I
married.
do have a seat open if anybody's interested.
That's pretty quick.
I know these players will probably play, although I don't know. We probably will play. They usually play after the stream, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't really see a lot of the regulars. I see Blake will play. Tillman's probably got to leave.
Yeah, we met in
Up at
January.
5 right now. I think it's when I
Got
went to
married in
bed.
August.
4 Trying to get on a better schedule.
Yeah, and then
Well, again, thanks, Rena, for hopping in. Appreciate it. We will see you. Hey, guys, check out next week. We have a famous to me. We have a famous vlogger here next week. Poster Bro Kieran. Kieran will be here. I'm actually really excited. I played with him once here and once in LA. Really nice guy. His vlogs are really just make a lot of sense compared to some other vlogs where they only show all the winning hands and how great they are.
Yeah.
But his make a lot of sense. I mean, just very aggressive.
What it's really like.
Very aggressive. You should come down. You should do it.
All right.
What the fuck?
Because he's just such
That's what I heard, and I was like,
You sound like you're a fan. You know who he is.
Oh, yeah, of
So
course.
I think you should come down and
Definitely not. You took that pretty morbid real fast.
maybe you and Tom could do it and I could play.
That's 7.
I'm a sucker for that.
I'm good with that.
I'm a sucker for
got-
that kind of stuff.
So big ass top pair, and nobody else has anything.
Yeah, we've seen just a lot of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Careful play, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say good play, like good poker. Not really a lot of bombs away type poker.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of somebody flops top 2, somebody else has a combo draw and they get it all in. We haven't really had that tonight, but
in college, do anything wild?
hey, we got 30 minutes left.
back then
Maybe.
I didn't ever have a straw. Clean shaven all the time.
And
Other than that, it looked the
but we did have aces versus
Oh, no, it's not.
queens.
Twice, aces versus queens, and aces versus jacks.
Jacks, yeah.
Victoria.
So
Any-
actually, when I took a little personal break, I spoke to Uncle T and I said, "Aces are good, huh?" And he gave me a head nod and a fist pound.
You're into white chips?
Yeah, you know.
It's good to run your aces into
You're probably
queens.
Let's see the next person get those crack here.
Is that part of your marriage?
You probably did put it out and then took it back.
You playing poker tomorrow?
I think I'm going to play after the stream, actually. But I'm definitely going to play tomorrow.
Ooh, Kevin with the straight flush draws. Royal flush draw.
Royal flush draw,
But he's
yeah.
not going to get it because the ace of hearts are on the board. He can still get a straight flush, right?
The other board blocks his royal flush, but he can get this straight flush.
We've got Tillman with a set here, and he bets small to try to get a bunch of people in.
Set
only
of
got a
queens
one-way-
for Tillman.
Yeah, but he's only got a one-way hand, right? He's only got the one. He does block a better
Well, no,
set.
Tillman can make a straight with a jack.
Yeah, you're right. Good. Is that always?
But yeah,
'Cause-
I don't get excited about.
No, he does
gutter
have
balls.
outs, and he blocks a better. He blocks a better set, right?
Oh,
So
Tillman jammed.
he always big hands. He's always going to jam.
Oh, jack!
Tillman!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, Tillman!
Oh, but Kevin caught the bottom with the hearts.
Oh, that's not the way he thought that was going to go, huh?
I thought Tillman was getting all of it, but yeah, the hearts got there for Kevin.
He's got a flush.
That was a fun hand.
It's up there. It's the nuts. Open-ended straight flush draw.
That is bomb pot in a nutshell.
That,
Just watch it. That's how all bomb pots go, right?
Yeah, exactly. And what's amazing about that is Tillman won the board that he definitely didn't plan on winning.
He probably wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah.
That seems to happen a lot, though. Oh, wait a minute. I have a straight on the other board.
Yeah.
I know my quad's lost, but
I'll put it this way: for anyone listening, if you haven't played a lot of bomb pots, always table your hand. Never
even if you don't have a pair,
lost.
just throw them up there. Like
yeah,
I
just
don't know what
just put it out there and let the professional dealer decide.
This is just a nasty Monday night game. It's a division game, but it's still.
40.
Suited ace, 10, optimize.
Notice optimized tonight. He's played it. It seems like he's played it. He's been more selective.
Yeah, he's been
a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not getting really great cards either. So but
No,
I think it's the table dynamics, right? The table is a little tighter,
Mhm.
right? So maybe he's just.
It's fine. She pushed it through.
It's hard for him to get
suited
it.
ace 10.
And he just calls with the button. I think I'd like to see a raise there from Dad. He's got position. Definite squeeze opportunity with the ace 10 of diamonds.
Yeah.
4 players.
Now he's going to go 4 ways when he could have gone heads up, because I don't think optimize would be ever folding.
Yeah, optimize would have called.
And that's the flop you get.
And that is
They can't ever like they're
hot
always on the
garbage
coaching
for
carousel.
everyone.
They can't get any consistency.
So now
I mean,
it's
the
who's
last.
going to be aggressive.
I think Singletary was like the last long coach that they had.
Yeah.
Looks like the graphics haven't caught up. Somebody must have
Quarterback low.
There was a bet, yeah, I saw.
Yeah, it must
saw,
have been
Dad's
Dad G. Yeah.
Dad's starting to pull some.
Oh,
bluffs,
it's now caught up.
multi-way,
He
right?
bet 200 and
Yeah.
won the pot. And nice play. I mean, that's why it's good to be in position.
I didn't know he bet that much. Because
At home.
he got
And the
called.
Bears had to
You know,
face Aaron
world of
Rodgers
hurt.
every
He's supposed to
year.
do on the next hand. Unless he somehow connects.
They got enough time. I just haven't been watching. Like,
Oh, the Robbie.
The robbery.
Do not beat a team.
Jack 4.
Turnovers.
Raise to 30.
Folded, as it should be.
Letdown game.
Nice
they
squeeze
have.
here.
My team
I just
just
think that $30 bet raise is really small in this game. But it's going to work. He's going to win his 15.
Oh, wow. 17 bucks.
Got about 25 minutes or so. Looks like Optimize is going to play next Monday, too. I encourage everybody to at least stop by and check out our stream next Monday. It's going to be a really good one. I promise. And I never promise. I just know what the lineup is already. Some of the lineups.
Be a good one?
Yeah. So I would definitely show up. Don't come from the commentary. Come for the action. Kevin never not
9-7
playing the one
suited.
gapper there. Someone's going to fold. Should, James.
9-7 suited is my favorite bad hand. What's yours?
It's not. I actually don't think that's a bad hand. I like, honestly, I like 5-7 suited.
5-7s?
5-7s.
And here we go.
Yep, and 9-7's way ahead, right? A gutter. Oh, Uncle T's up and down too. So this could. We've got to see some aggression here. Kevin really shouldn't be worried too much about other players here. He's going to make a nice. He might go pot size. He goes 40. Goes really small. Uncle T's not going anywhere. You can see where he is. Corey's just disgusting.
There's been days where I played for 47 hours.
Well, that's going to change things a little bit, but
Yeah, it's going to scare both of them.
yeah, I think Kevin. Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah, they're just going to. I do like the confidence Uncle T is betting with here, but I don't think it's going to get through.
Yeah, the story just does
Kevin-
not make sense, right?
Yeah, Kevin's. Yeah.
Snappy, snappy.
He sniffs that out.
Yeah, that ace thing comes. It was like a king or anything above his
Yeah.
7. It might have worked, but
Yeah, I would have bet the ace on the turn, probably.
yeah, he was first to act, so he was going to let. I'm sure he would have had some stuff going on if Kevin would have bet that, but Kevin also checked.
Rattle 10.
But you can't blame him for trying, though, also, because Kevin could have had some kind of draw, missed. The only way he can win is if he bets. So I don't blame him for giving it a shot there.
Great.
Yeah, if Kevin just had a draw, that would have worked.
Here's some queens.
8.
All right.
And ace king.
He bet so fast and so little.
Yeah, but, you know, he only had, I was
Min-clicked
just
it,
looking, he
basically.
only has 500 behind.
It's going all in.
Yeah, this is all getting in. They're just going to flip it. Because Kevin's, no way he's flatting.
No.
Of course, it's not ace king.
25. all in.
Tillman had the
And a call.
had the call ready before Kevin even raised.
This is my favorite part of all in.
One time.
You have aces? No. That's what he said. Do you have kings? No.
Are they going to run it?
King. Okay. And they still didn't flip up the cards.
Oh, they're going once. Kevin's going to win.
Oh, Mike.
I mean, 50-50. What can you do?
Well, I'm not a fan of jamming this king ever.
I think it depends on stack size and
Yeah.
table dynamics, but yes, I'm with you. I don't consider it to be I'm dying to get the money in there kind of hand.
All right, we got a live time. 10 live.
What?
20.
I mean, you should always raise with ace king. Don't, I'm not telling you. You-
Right.
You always, the math says always raise, be aggressive with it. But at the end of the day, it's not even a pair, right? So,
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, unless it's suited.
Whoa.
The famous last words, right? But I was suited.
Suited.
Yeah, that was true.
Make a
So
difference.
5% difference.
It's a little bit of equity, right?
Yeah.
But
Teeny bit.
all right, we got-
Optimize, suited ace.
Oh, I love Uncle T's hand.
Oh, and Uncle T. This happened a few streams ago when I was commentating. Uncle T had the lower
Flush.
the lower flush draw, yeah, and
4 players.
ended up losing a big one because it got there.
Oh.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Oh!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, so Uncle T and Optimize, well, Optimize has.
And big with an up and down straight
Yeah,
draw.
and he's got,
With a club locker.
yep.
Dad doesn't have anything. You'll need runner here.
This is going to be really interesting.
Yeah. I just don't see optimized flatting here. You know, you want to get a little money in this when
Yeah,
you
he's
have
going
the
to
draw.
build the pot.
He's
for
not.
sure.
He shouldn't get paid when his clubs come in, right? And so he's just going to
The
call.
club
75
here
will
is
bring
going to be a disaster for Uncle T.
maybe the 3 of clubs. Oh, the straight gets there.
Straight,
I
okay.
didn't even see that part.
At 120.
He should make it small. Let's see, 120. That's actually a little smaller than I thought. It's really small. That's
It's
trying
pretty small.
call. This could induce a raise here. You got some fold equity. Maybe Blake is thinking. And of course, Uncle T picks up some equity, right? And 9 gives him a straight. So everybody with
For you, I know.
No club.
Uncle T does have showdown value with top pair.
7-5 sticks.
It's worth noting that 7-5 is no longer the nuts, right? So your 9-10 now catches up.
God, Uncle T, I mean, this is tough because
Just
he does river top pair, but he's going to show it, and he's right to fold, but
Straight.
Figured optimize.
honestly, Uncle T got lucky in that hand. because
Call any bet?
and it would be the same for myself.
Optimized folding. He had nothing
You hit
to play.
another club there, you think you're good. You're losing the rest of your chips to
Yeah, the club,
optimize.
Man, dirty one. You had a club around.
I like the fact that he did not call with just one pair. He did
Yeah,
his top pair.
yeah, that either.
I mean,
yeah, that was a good play.
no one. It was a good healthy bet too, right? 500. No one, you can't put them on busted clubs because you had the busted clubs. So you're like, he's betting he's betting everywhere, every time, right? So.
Yeah. You should have said something before you folded.
Immediately called for the misdeal. They get the extra. They get the extra dollar.
Ace 5.
Like raise to 30.
God, another small opening raise here with there being a straddle. It goes 10 to 30. That's it's almost unheard of.
Because I complained. I was like,
Oh, I complained.
The size of this
I
is
was
really
like,
small.
$1
So
for an airhead. That's way too much. They cost like. They probably
It's
could
like
have
20
Costco
cents.
for like 15 cents.
it's like, well, Big Zen, they can get lucky, right?
Convenience
6
store.
6
But yet I can
on
get a
the
bag of
flop.
Skittles for $1.
Gonna bring in Dad, who always seems to be suited. But not a
Doesn't
bad
seem that
thing,
way.
right?
4 for $1.
It's a heart in the window, an ace.
Whatsoever.
5 for $1.
You got an ace on the flop.
Just make
Optimized
them
five
free. Come on.
was already ahead, but
Free for
10 for
players.
2.
Yeah, that's a
Big
good
has
front of
second pair.
I think
Pretty
so.
strong holdings here. I'm gonna see if how much he likes his second pair here. He's probably just gonna call this. We're gonna have Dad here's gonna call with the backdoor equity in the combo draw. So Queen of Spades is what he's looking for, something like that. Jack of Spades or Jack.
Nuba wax.
But he'd rather have that be a spade, obviously. Now a queen gives him a straight here.
What's in that sucker?
That board's getting awful connected. No flush to worry about. Wow, that's, now Dad has showdown value.
Carnuba wax.
Yeah, it's probably
It
just
wasn't
checks
going
out.
anywhere, right? So it's
Yeah.
just that is about as blah blah as you can get run out
Yeah.
wise.
Kind of stopped.
I need to go back to the last hand and put a
Yeah.
club on the turn so we
Oh
can
my
see
goodness, that would have been
a straight flush flush.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
There we go.
I had a nice 10.
No, it's probably super scientific.
I had a queen.
I might have gotten.
biggest
I was
tone.
thinking
So
we need
fairy
some
tells
sort
us it is a nice
of
hand.
inverted sugar
Yes,
stabilizer.
10
I
into
don't
6
know what
tickler
those
is
are.
nice.
Yep.
I gotta say, I don't Optimize has really lost a significant hand at all.
That's some Nick Airball level shit.
He's pretty much
Well, he
played
so
from the
and I've
front.
said this before. I watched a lot. I've played a lot optimized in the past, and
Yeah.
obviously I've watched him for years now doing his commentary. And he's gotten so much better every year. I remember when I first played with him, he was basically just he was a 1-2, you know. But then I've seen him just grow so much on these streams. You know. I think playing streams a lot. Oh, we have king here. Really helps your game because you can go back and watch stuff and things like that. So we have Cooler
We got
City.
2 big pairs.
Oh, and Big is on the other end of this now. So, but Big just
And
called.
8s for Kevin.
Yeah. So we need to see Jack 8 ace on the flop or Jack something like that. Some combination. Or
I hesitate to root for anything because whatever it is going to crush somebody.
well, the
Oh,
eights get away.
Kevin just
Okay.
let the 8s go. I would have set mine probably.
Jack in the window.
Oh, quads! Quads for big.
Wow, that's pretty strong.
Oh my goodness.
Are we done?
Bet 100.
This could be a $5,000 pot.
I don't think he should raise this. I think he should just call. Did he just call or I can't tell. That's 100.
I think, yeah, I think you flat. I mean, we know the cards,
Yeah.
of course, but like, yeah. So he's gonna flat, make it seem like
A king would be just the biggest cooler in the world.
what that would.
Oh
my gosh! Wow! This is unbelievable.
Look how composed Corey is. He just hit the lottery 99.9% of the time.
This is the most incredible hand I've ever seen.
Oh, he goes 325.
Commentating
Yeah, this is,
TCH Live Austin.
he's like,
All the money is going in. This is going to be a $5,000 pot.
Oh, he looked over and smiled at
And there's nothing that Corey could possibly do about this.
I think it was all of it.
And they're both pretty deep, right? Over 2,000 still.
It's going in.
Whether it's now or the river. And he gets raised, and Corey's like, yes, you know he's.
Oh, he's literally counting how many chips he's about to put in his pocket.
There is a straight flush draw out there. I'm just guessing here. Trying to be.
As Uncle T gets some golden fish in the middle of the biggest spot of the night.
Really?
I mean, Corey's just gonna jam now, right?
Oh, he just called.
Okay.
He's
maybe.
Trapping him. He's probably
right. He doesn't know. And goodness gracious, I can't believe you called that, Dante. The king on the turn is just the sickest.
Oh, this is a bad card for everybody, right? Queen 10 of clubs. I'm just saying, right? It just.
This money's going in. Insta call.
Oh, he threw his card. He threw the keys like it was.
Oh my gosh. $5,646 to big.
What if somebody had Queen 10 of clubs?
Unbelievable cooler. There's a lot of different levels of coolers. That is a level 10.
That is definitely the hand of the night. Maybe it's been a while. Yeah, I haven't seen quads.
I mean,
it's been a while since we've had quads on the stream.
We've had a royal flush and quads over top boat. It's been a pretty wild stream.
You got to be feeling really bad if you're Corey.
Yeah,
you thought you hit 10 there on the.
I honestly feel bad for Corey myself. I mean, obviously did nothing wrong there. There's nothing else you can do. You really cannot, especially in PLO, maybe you can, but you can't put your opponent on quads. If you do that and you fold, you're going to be a losing player.
Of course, we see quads all the time at the tables, but I've never ran into it myself with a made hand against quads.
Fortunately, I've been the one with quads. I don't think I've ever lost to quads with top full house. That's incredibly rare. Unreal.
The mortgage could have been on the table.
30?
Raise to 30.
It was weird. I don't know if Corey was watching Big, but when Big saw the flop, he looked over at Kevin and smiled and winked at him. I don't know. I just thought it was like.
I didn't catch that, but
I just.
Yeah.
You smile.
What a turn card! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was out there.
Yeah. Queen 10 of clubs got there. 3 players. Check.
3-4 gets 6-2 is really close. It's still behind the pocket fours at 40. You see a 9 here. So. 4's still ahead here.
Well,
Corey might want to start betting a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, but 3 days ago.
Because he big called. He owes that to him. He's not going to even call him 30 bucks. And he had a pair. Oh, he would have won. He had 6 deuce.
No, it starts, the first of the month is always aces, and then it rotates. One.
I've noticed when Dad does bluff, they're
Ace has in like 1.
which is really a good thing, right? So, unfortunately, he's saying he's got a boat. Is what he's saying, right?
Wow.
Good call.
Good call. Yeah.
He's still upset about that. I would be too.
Ooh. I mean, is
Here's my advice for Dad: never bluff into somebody who's incredibly tilted and lost a big hand.
yeah, that's true too.
He called us. He's like, "Oh shit."
Don't bluff thin the guy that just got coolered like that. But that was unbelievable.
Well, he got 350 back, so he just needs another 1,700. Which,
That's it?
Yeah, which is very. We can see it. It happens.
No, it could happen. My goodness, though, that turn card was.
That was filthy.
Just.
That was probably. Trying to think back, all the streams I've done. That was probably the biggest cooler I've seen.
It's number one for me.
Yeah, I haven't seen
by a wide.
I've seen quads, but I haven't seen somebody fill up against quads.
Yeah, I've seen aces versus kings.
Yeah, that's
I've
not.
seen,
That happens.
you know,
but
other things. But
just, I mean, he played it right too. Big
yeah,
played it right.
There's absolutely nothing he could do about that.
He basically min raised him almost. That's what it was. On the turn when he filled up, so
yeah.
or he's just that's
brutal.
just bad luck, man. He could go his whole lifetime and not lose kings over. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
he can go
play
forever.
He can play 40 hours a week the rest of his life, and that won't happen again. Got an ace now for Corey.
I guess Optimized didn't hear our comment about not trying to bluff into somebody who's just been coolered. See, he's not going to fold. He's got top pair, right? He probably wouldn't fold a jack either. And we have got Dad's calling here with 10-3. He's got bottom pair here. All right, two hands, kill pot for Corey.
Corey deserves it.
So he's up 400 since that.
I hope he wins every hand until it's over. that was so brutal, but it happens. That's why bankroll management is important.
Yeah, so I get asked that like a lot, like what kind of bankroll should you have for a size game? I always say it's 20x to buy in. If you can't afford,
I think
20,
that's
if you don't have 20x like this game. Now I could be way off, right? So it's 2K buy-in. If you don't have 40K, you shouldn't play 2.5. That means wow, that sounds like way too much money, right? 2.5, you want 40K, because you want to be able to handle these swings, right? You don't want to be able to play one session and then wait to save up for a month.
Yep.
You want to be able to like not be, because you don't want to. You want to treat your money like inventory, not like money, because you play a lot different, right? Treat it like inventory.
All right, we got two more
I
hands.
agree. And on the same token, do you have a stop loss? So in terms of, it doesn't matter the stakes, whether it's $300 at 1-2 or 1,000 at 1-3 or what have you.
I got 3 buy-ins, even at 1-2.
Okay.
3 buy-ins. Just not tonight.
Maybe I'm a nit, but I'm at 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 2 buy-ins for 2.5.
Yeah.
It's 3 buy-ins.
For
everything else,
other stuff, yeah.
Alex, the turn gave me out, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it did.
That's it.
We're not drawing there.
That would have been fantastic.
Once I saw the queen, I was like, don't pair it.
Suited connector for James.
Pair it over the jack.
My favorite hand for big. My favorite bad hand.
We've got a lot of same hands running into each other here, like Dad, Big, and James. Kind of got the same kind of mojo going on here. So let me see some middling cards. 5, 6, 7 would be amazing.
Never fold.
I did it once.
Got close. You got close.
All right. Well.
Pair of 6s in the lead.
James is going to make it $100 here.
Gutter for big.
Big is definitely going to hang around for the back row flush as well. The best hand folds. So he's got a couple of 9 highs, most likely a chop pot here.
Somebody's gonna bet and fold. Is my guess. Oop.
It's like 4K plus pots.
Pot's not a bad size. We have 4 runs.
That's gonna win.
You want to see it?
I'd pocket fold.
Nice little play
All
there.
right, last
Able to bluff the chop away.
On to the final hand, I think.
The more you bet, it's
97. It is a bump pot. We're on a final hand. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everyone who, sliced out some time for us to watch this stream.
Everyone is it.
I want to thank Kyle for joining us. Done a great job as usual. Remember, next week is a really big stream for us, so I'm hoping you guys can pop in and say hi. I will be here next week.
7 players.
Yeah, this has been a fun one. A few wild hands.
Oh, sorry.
Have never seen a cooler quite like that on stream. Quad jacks versus top full house with pocket kings. So
We do see clubs from somebody. Uncle T.
2.
He's going to get his
Looks like we got
flush there. So some sort of 8-10, 8-5. There's pocket 8s. Uncle T also blocks the straight on the bottom.
Set up on live stream.
yeah, we got king high flush for Uncle T on the top board.
You have 2 pair there for big. Doesn't really. He does have a pair. And he has a gutter. He has a 2-way in. These ball pots are dissect. We're 3 to the river here.
Ooh.
That is not the card that Uncle
No.
T wanted to see.
Does not want to see the board
Thank you,
pair.
Frank. Thanks for hopping in. Make sure you come in next week. I'm telling you, I love this player, Kieran from Close to Broke.
Thanks,
Check
Frank.
him out on YouTube. Close to Broke. Oh, he had 2 straights. He's got the 8 straight or 3 straight. Just kidding.
He's got a bow.
Dad G wins it all.
Yeah, he's got the 5-3.
Yeah. Pretty good run out for 5-3.
Yeah, he had the 8-5.
5-3-8.
I was like,
Yeah.
any 8 with one of those cards. Yeah, he's got the straight. Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks for hopping in. I really appreciate it. Well, hopefully we can see you next Monday, 6 o'clock. TCH Austin live stream.
He scooped it.
Yeah, the straight and the full out. Yeah, both.
He didn't.
And there you go. All right, that's it, everybody. We have super producer Carolyn explaining how bomb pots work to Tom. Oh, okay. Well, I just see Tom. How did he win? But again, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Quads. We had quads over boat. I've never seen that. And cool. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for our producer, Mel. Appreciate it. Well done.
Yeah.
Yep. Just do better. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
That is weird.